Let me go live. I'm going live. Okay, we're live. YouTube is live. TikTok is live. Okay, we're good. Let's do it.
Know that feels like a kid revealing the class project that he's been working on all year. Except here, it's the class project that I've been working on for the past decade of my life. This one is big, my friends, and I gotta admit,
Matt Penn has been making FNAF theories for so long now. It's insane.
2018. Back in the days when Mike was the crying child, Afton coming back was actually a surprise, and Fazgoo wasn't a phrase I'd ever thought I'd have to utter.
What is Fazgoo?
But since the last time I did something like this, we've had 3 more massive games, the death and revival of the FNAF movie, and more robot kids than you can shake a staff bot at. It is exhausting trying to keep track of this whole franchise, which honestly is.
Have you guys seen the FNAF 2 trailer, the movie?
At this point is complicated. It is full of speculation and theory. So to hopefully make it a little easier for everyone and to give us all a baseline to talk about this franchise moving forward into the future, it's time to reveal my current working FNAF timeline. But just before I do, I just want to explain a couple of things. First, this timeline is massive. Seriously, it is huge. This thing towers over any video project we have ever done on the channel.
How many parts is this?
The totality of this franchise, the story of FNAF really boils down to the story of one man, William Afton. His successes, his failures, his rise to becoming co-owner of one of the most successful restaurant franchises in the world, and his eventual fall to...
Dude, look at Chica. Okay, like, actually, how is this... Like, why is this a kid's animatronic? Like, am I just brain rotted, or is that, like, not true? She literally is wearing, like a swimsuit with just a bib. Like, why did they make her hips? They built her like a female, clearly. Like, that's not even crazy to say. I don't goon to Chica. Like, that ass, it's a chicken, bro? Okay, then why didn't they give her a chicken shape? They gave her, like, a popular, attractive aesthetic of a female body, not a chicken. Define a chicken shape, brother. Brother. There. That's a chicken shape. What do you mean define a chicken shape? That is a chicken shape. Build her like that. Did Dashi say that? Yes, this would be like a non-sexual Chica. That's not crazy to say.
Becoming co-owner of one of the most successful restaurant franchises in the world, and his eventual fall to the monsters he helped to create, only to then be reborn in a new digital form later. That's why I've decided to split this timeline into 3 main chunks. The foundation of Freddy's, how the business started and how it came into being, the Afton era, William's decades-long murder spree, and post-Purple Guy. Basically modern FNAF. Everything that happens after the Pizzeria Simulator fire. And because there are lots of new big revelations in this thing that seemingly come out of nowhere, as well as just points I want to talk about further, I decided to dedicate 1 episode to each chunk. I originally wanted it to be one seamless, continuous video, but it just felt incomplete without some sort of
sure, Joey, to kids.
Once this whole thing's done, I promise I'm gonna merge all the narrative bits into one massive video so you can just skip my explanations. But for now, this just felt like the best, most satisfying, most complete way. So
this is the foundation of Freddy's?
This is still about the story, the broad strokes of the franchise. So in order to make sure that you guys know that I'm not just pulling answers out of thin air, not only am I discussing some of the more controversial bits at the end of each chunk, we're also putting in a handy little graphic in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, which will show thumbnails, video titles, books, and any other citations that we need throughout the video. So if you wish to understand
can we skip ahead now?
Statement, so sit back, grab some popcorn, or your pitch video that if you're the type to come back to a few times. Excessive follow.
What up, Goober? Yeah, we're watching FNAF lore before I try to beat the game finally.
You the story of
I'm
a
on
loving,
night 4.
obsessive father who slowly descended into madness, and along the way discovered the secret to eternal life.
What? Eternal life?
Our story begins
really
not
that
in the
serious?
1980s, or even in the 1970s, but all the way back in the 1930s. It was the throes of the Great Depression, and people were in desperate need of cheap entertainment, especially in Utah, one of the states hit hardest, 4th highest unemployment in the nation, and full of transients. People looking for work in Salt Lake, finding none, and ultimately moving on to find their fortunes out in California. People were tired and they were hungry, but as they traveled, there was one thing that could lift their spirits. A simple roadside attraction.
Does this lore actually go that deep, or is Matt Pat just kind of making some shit up here? Like, he's like, are there actually effects of the Great Depression that play into FNAF lore? Are we serious? I knew the lore was, like, pretty deep. I know some stuff. It goes deeper. I didn't know it goes into, like, world economics and politics, you know? Damn, it's no joke, huh? Yeah, there's books, right? I know... I'll shut up.
Called Fredbear's Singin' Show. The ads were plastered all over town, featuring an animated bear drawn into popular pie-eyed cartoon style for characters at the time. He resembled cartoons like Mickey Mouse, Felix the Cat, Betty Boop. It immediately said that this, Fredbear's, was a place where you could bring the family. And the price?
I've never seen
couldn't
this.
be beat. For 50 cents, you could get food and entertainment as you watched the local trained real-life dancing bear perform on stage.
That's
Normally,
a good deal.
You get to see dancing bears at large traveling circuses like Barnum and Bailey, where the tickets would go for about $1. That's $1 without food. But this was a smaller show, like the type from the Von
Dude, not in
Brothers
today's
or the
world,
Robbins
holy.
Brothers, where tickets would sell for just a mere 50 cents. Watching that bear do tricks on stage brought a glimmer of joy at a time when so much was wrong with the world.
I love the
simple
Matt
show
Pat
would go on for
animations.
years, bringing happiness to hundreds of travelers passing
just
through
wiggling
looking for
the
a
bear
quick meal.
side
But it
to
left a
side.
permanent impression on one little boy. Traveler, so much was wrong with the world. The simple show would go on for years, bringing happiness to hundreds of travelers passing through looking for a quick meal. But it left a permanent impression on one little boy, capturing his imagination in a way that nothing else had. One little boy.
Is this a real bear? Did they put a real bear here? What did he say? Or it's animated on the graphic, but is it live?
Brothers, where
Is this
tickets would sell for just a mere 50
animatronic?
cents. Watching that bear do tricks on stage brought a glimmer of joy at a time when so much was wrong with the world. The simple show would go on for years, bringing happiness to hundreds of travelers passing
he's not
through looking for a
wiggling.
quick meal. But it left a permanent impression on one little boy, capturing his imagination in a way that nothing else had.
Oh,
One
what up,
little
Yuki?
boy named Billy. That was his
Billy?
nickname at least, but his parents liked to call him William Afton. The bear could dance. It could
Whoa.
sing. For decades, William dreamed of
This is
recreating that
Purple
moment of
Guy's
bringing a
backstory?
musical bear to life, but how? William was smart, without a doubt, and he had a keen mind for business, but he wasn't the most creative. How do you make a singing, dancing bear come to life? The best he could do was using rudimentary costumes. William was inspired by the work of Walt Disney, who throughout the 50s and 60s was pioneering the use of mascot suits throughout his theme park. The big innovation?
Walt Disney's in
suits with
FNAF lore?
5 fingers. This allowed the performers wearing the suits to use their natural arms
he
and
cause
hands
all
to
this?
interact with the guests, as opposed to the older models where the arms would just hang limply by their sides. Finally, with a simple mascot suit, he would be able to realize his childhood dream. He would be able to bring Fredbear to life. To appeal to the kids, and for copyright reasons, he changed Fredbear from a realistic brown animal to a cartoonish yellow bear with a purple hat and bow tie.
It's
But
yellow.
feeling
This is
like one
Golden
character
Freddy,
wasn't
right?
enough, he added another friend, a yellow rabbit
Ew.
with a purple vest and matching tie.
Golden
named
Bonnie.
Bonnie the Bunny. While Fredbear was certainly his first love, Bonnie was extra special because that was his. It was an original character that he had created from scratch. And
That's
I do mean
Fredbear?
scratch. Williams' hand-sewn costumes were rough with seams and stitches visibly
Yuki,
showing.
can you
but
send
it was
it?
the best that he could do. And you know what? It was just enough. Bonnie and Fredbear would perform on stage to small but enthusiastic
Okay,
crowds.
I've seen
Finally,
this.
he was able to deliver
This is the Bite of
fantasy and
87,
fun to
right?
all the kids, delighting and inspiring them in the exact
they're
way
singing
that
and then
he
they
had been
put the
delighted
kid in
and
the
inspired
mouth?
so many years ago. And things could have ended there.
And
That could have
Markiplier's
been
like-
the end to his story. It could have been perfect had it not been for one thing. Other people saw the
No?
success of his idea and they wanted in. Enter Chica's Party World, a rival restaurant starring performing animal characters. His idea, except they did it better. William may have been the first, but obviously he wasn't the best. It hurt the prideful William Afton to
Gabriel,
admit it,
I'm gonna
but this
play soon,
restaurant was
after
able
dinner.
to do the thing that he always wanted to do, make the animals actually come to life. All of the performers in this restaurant were robots, simple metal skeletons that were powered by battery packs,
Right.
but all of them able to freely turn and talk and dance on their own, no human required. It was like magic that
Okay.
came from the mind.
Crazy business idea. I bet in today's world, in real life, you could have you could use AI combined with animatronics to make like an IRL Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where the robots are like actually sentient, like controlled by AI. If that actually was real, I would never bring my children to that restaurant. Because, bro, you know whoever is like programming the AI software in those animatronics is like, I'm gonna make this just like the game and make them want to kill kids or something crazy. Like, I wouldn't trust that, man. Onion. Like even if it was a for fun, like, hey guys, we made Five Nights at Freddy's in real life. Dude, I wouldn't trust it, man. What FNAF are you gonna play? Goober, last stream we were playing FNAF 1 and I made it to night 4 and I kept dying. We're gonna try and beat it. But like, guys, yeah, I would never do that. IRL FNAF stream? Okay, well, if I have the budget for that, we'll do that someday, super.
Mind of a brilliant creator named Henry Emily. This Henry, in some small
Whose
way,
last
been able
name
to
is
harness
Emily?
the power of life itself.
Analectus, thank you for the follow on TikTok.
Sure, but he also looked upon this man with awe. Off to one side of Chica's party world was a small cabaret stage featuring.
Who is this? Fucking Eli the elephant? Who is this guy?
On the other,
Alright.
a hippo known to ramble on and on. That one was more of a joke for the parents, but it was the main stage that was for the kids. A rocking band of characters featuring a yellow chicken thing with a southern drawl named Chica, backed by a band of other country-themed characters, including a pig with a banjo, an upbeat frog from the local swimming hole, and a brown bear with
Analectus,
a
I've never
southern
watched this.
accent. Wait. A bear? But bears were his animals. Why not a cow or a horse? Something to fit the country theme a bit better. Why'd it have to be a bear? And
Good question.
adding insult to injury, they had the nerve to call this thing Ned Bear, a direct copy of his own Fred Bear.
Ned Bear? Okay, come on. They're not even trying to be
That was
original.
not okay. Afton's jealous admiration turned to hardened bitterness. A bitterness that would only grow over the next couple of years as families continued to choose Chica's party world over Fredbear's. William just couldn't compete with the appeal of the robots. Eventually, his restaurant would go bankrupt, only to get bailed out by, of course, Henry.
So Chica was a competitor. I didn't know this, man. I thought Chica was a part of his crew. So I'm guessing he stole his idea. I'm gonna saw through your bones. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. But like, I don't know. I didn't know this. This is interesting lore, guys. So Chica wasn't originally on his side, and then I guess he made a Chica copy.
Another insult, another humiliation.
Maybe
that
they merged
William
the businesses.
would soon forget. 1979. Despite being bitter, Afton couldn't deny that what came next was a period of massive success and expansion. With the two franchises now merged into one, it was the best of both worlds.
Am I supposed to
Afton's
give my
ideas
input or
with
not, man?
Henry's robotic expertise. The two men decided to launch under a new name, Fredbear's Family Diner, a pizza chain that would eventually come to feature a mix of humans in performing suits as well as on-stage animatronics. They decided to stick with Fredbear as the headliner,
So they didn't
considering the
combine.
yellow bear was easily identifiable as a brand, and because he was the original performing animal mascot. Afton appreciated that. This new
Dunsey,
restaurant
thank you for
would
the
also see
follow.
a mix of characters as the two franchises
TikTok.
merged into one, with Pig Patch and Happy Frog performing right alongside Fredbear and
Happy
Bonnie.
Frog?
And as part of this one big Fredbear family, they even got themselves official merch that were released, ranging from masks
you go, Yuki.
to magnets.
The crappy Mr. Hippo fridge magnet?
I'm sorry, Gregory.
That said, not all the characters were winners.
What
The
game
reception
even
to
is
some
that?
characters was just mediocre, so they faded away into the dumpster, storage units, and retro budget tech stores of lost nostalgia, waiting for their chance to step back into the limelight if and when a headliner went out of commission. Others, though, would fare much better, like a new Pirate Fox, as well as a blue guitar-playing variant of the yellow Bonnie Bunny. Ultimately, the franchise would get so big, it would spawn its own cartoon show, Fredbear and Friends. Business was booming. In the end, Fredbear and Bonnie's popularity would be so strong that they would be able to support the Fredbear's Family Diner franchise all on their own, while also
Damn.
spinning off a new sister location dedicated
It's a
to their
power duo.
friends. In 1983,
Thank you for the roses,
Freddy
Stuntzy.
Fazbear's Pizza launched, giving a dedicated home to all this new supporting cast of characters. Chica the Chicken, Bonnie the Blue Bunny, Foxy the Pirate, and of course the headliner, a brown Freddy Fazbear.
Yep.
Business
See,
was
I know
good,
my stuff.
and Afton was happy, mostly. It did bother him that the one original character that he created, the one that he himself played, Golden Bonnie, got passed over for inclusion in that cartoon show. The only character in the roster of regulars to get ignored for the show, but other than
That
that, things
sucks.
were going smoothly. He had himself a wife, 2 sons, a daughter, he had a
Oh,
thriving
here we
business,
go.
and best of all, he was able to learn the craft of robotics from the man that he both loved and hated, Henry. Together,
is
they
Henry,
were
yeah.
constantly pushing the limits of what these characters could do. Because it was quick and easy, new characters introduced into the roster would be given a simple hand-sewn suit with 5 fingers that any performer could wear. Eventually, Henry would design one of his signature animatronics for that character, utilizing a divided mouth with either a hinged or sliding jaw design. This was the
So
first generation of
terrifying.
animatronics.
I don't understand
But
why you'd
stop
build them
there?
like that.
Afton had big ideas. What if the animatronics weren't just locked to the stage, but could freely roam the restaurant and interact with the kids? What if his mascot suits could become animatronics? What if you could use more than just rigid metallic skeletons? Why not experiment with tubes and wires that would give the animatronics fluidity and flexibility while still providing structure? The possibilities for this technology were endless. Afton fell in love with robotics. He had started with a dream of bringing one simple
I'm not
singing
digging in
bear
my
to
butt.
life, but with robots, he had stumbled across
Toy
the tools
Bonnie,
that gave
what is
him
he
the
on
ability
about?
to control life itself. And thanks to Henry, he was practically speedrunning his way to an engineering degree. And while William wouldn't admit it out loud, one other thing...
Okay, so Purple Guy actually, like, genuinely cared about helping, like, the kids and making them have a, like, good time, you know? Like, he seems like a pretty stand-up guy. It's so loud, turn this down. Is it that loud? I can turn it down a bit if it's too loud for you guys. No, Yuki, don't say that. I'm gonna check your thing soon. I might react to it live. Okay, I'm not Josie. I'm not digging in my butt.
that kept pushing him forward was the desire to beat his former rival, to prove himself smarter and more capable, to surpass the man who everyone else considered to be a visionary genius. But pride cometh before the fall, and tragedy was about
But
to
pride
strike.
cometh
Okay, so
before
that
the
brings
fall.
us to the end of part one of the story.
Nice
That said,
bar,
at the
Matt
end of
Pat.
each of these chunks, I want to break down some of the logical leaps that I made,
I
since
miss
the
Matt
more
Pat.
narrative format doesn't give me much of a chance to justify a lot of the big decisions. And admittedly, there
No
are
goober.
some large leaps in here. Let's just start off with Fredbear's Singin' Show, shall we? We know, based on the retro poster that was hidden in Security Breach, that at least at one point, Fredbear was an actual
I won't show it
bear.
then, Yuki.
And like
It's
I
up to
called
you.
out in that narrative segment, dancing bear shows were a real form of entertainment. The only problem is that timing-wise,
So
none
they
of our
were
main
live
characters
bears.
would be the people in charge of that business in the 30s and a series of pizza restaurants in the 80s without them just being extremely old. Best case scenario, if Afton's running the Singin' Show when he's 18, that still puts him at nearly 70 when the first pizzeria opens and his murder spree begins. That just doesn't make a lot of logical sense because he doesn't become immortal until his first death in Springtrap. That's why I suspect
Spoilers,
that
Matt
Fredbear's Singin'
Pat!
Show was either a family business that Afton then carried on to a new generation,
Nah, I
or
knew that.
something that he saw as a
I think.
kid and just wanted to recreate when he grew up. The Fredbear Singin' Show thing also starts laying the groundwork for some of the core elements of this story, that Freddy's was a place of fantasy and fun, and that Afton, despite eventually falling to become the heartless serial killer and mad scientist that we know him as,
wanna gamble
began as
points?
someone with good intentions and a love of entertaining kids. He wanted to bring things to life from the very beginning, a theme that recurs a lot for him throughout the rest of the franchise. Next up, let's talk about those mascot costumes. One thing that I keep going back to is the design of Glitch Trap. It's a handcrafted suit. You can see the seams and everything. It even has 5 fingers for the performer's hands. It is very much not a Springtrap suit. This is something much more rudimentary. It came at a time before animatronics
Just
were
a
part
cloth
of the story.
costume.
That's
Like,
why
that's
I
kinda-
suspect that it was actually the
kinda
first,
lame.
predating literally everything. It's also a suit that is very personal to Afton. He put his digital consciousness in that form. It's his personal avatar. It's the way that he
All right,
sees
predictions out on
himself.
Twitch.
There's also a whole separate
What up,
discussion to be
Temple?
had here about the habits and
I'm
rituals
learning
of
some
serial
lore
killers.
before we
So the
try
fact
and
that
beat the
he's
game.
choosing to lure kids and kill them in this particular suit actually says a lot about his emotional attachment to it.
Ooh,
So
that's
while
him?
Fredbear seems to have
What game is
started
that?
as a killers. So the fact that he's choosing to lure kids and kill them in this particular
Ew.
suit actually says a lot about his emotional
When does he
attachment
lure and
to it.
kill kids?
So
We
while
haven't even
Fredbear
seen that
seems to
happen
have
yet.
started as someone else's creation, Golden Bonnie was uniquely Williams, giving him a personal connection. And that's
Right,
not
he
all.
loves
In this
Golden
whole
Bonnie.
franchise, only one set of characters have themselves 5 fingers, the Nightmares.
Nightmares?
Even Golden Freddy, Fredbear, was
Hmm.
a 5-fingered wearable suit at one point in the story, as we see in this shot
Hmm.
from the graphic novel, before he, like everyone else, was turned into an animatronic. This seems to imply that all of the main characters had similar wearable mascot outfits at least at one point in time, and that whoever is having the FNAF 4 nightmares, if they even are nightmares, something that we'll touch on in part 2, saw those mascot suits specifically.
It's that kid,
Lastly,
right?
we have to talk about the elephant in the room. The literal elephant, Orville Elephant, as well as the rest of the mediocre
I see why these guys are called the mediocre Mechanictrons or whatever the hell they're called. What is it? Orville Elephant?
About
That's
the
such a
elephant,
bad name.
The literal elephant, Orville Elephant, as well as the rest of the media.
You guys excited to go see Orville Elephant tonight? Like, who named it?
Played a much more important role in the story than just being a bunch more animatronics to fill out the roster. Especially Ned Bear, which is just so suspiciously close to Fred Bear. And yet,
I didn't know that joke was even mediocre. All right, sexy on, chill on me. Dude, I had no idea who these mediocre melodies are. Do these guys actually play into the lore?
Details that we're going to have to justify with any mediocre melodies mentioned.
I guess I just don't
they're
know.
Very rudimentary with external battery packs, implying that they come very early in the timeline. And two, we know that at minimum, Mr. Hippo does eventually become an official member of the extended Freddyverse. But if these things are supposed to be cheap, generic ripoffs,
the extended Freddyverse,
rip off yourself, you wouldn't. You would be stealing someone else's ideas. So if Afton created Fredbear, there would have to be some rival franchise. The only other person who would likely be ripping him off, Henry. We've talked extensively about how the mediocre melodies are clearly Henry's design aesthetic, so it just has to be him. I don't think Henry's doing this maliciously. He doesn't strike me as the type. He was likely building the robots.
So Henry and William kind of had some competition between each other?
But that's enough motivation to start Afton down a path of jealous rivalry, but also begrudging admiration. As the Freddy Files Ultimate Edition says, it's important to revisit the beginning of Henry and William's relationship, so here you go. I think this is where it begins. Also, this is future Matt Pat here coming back to add this one in. Seems like the recently released character encyclopedia has backed up all of this speculation. I've had this timeline written for about a month now, but I've also been holding off a bit to see what wrenches this character encyclopedia might throw into.
With over 150 animatronics from the world of Five Nights at Freddy's. Are there really that many? Bro, I thought there was like 5. 150?
And on this particular point, I gotta say, it seems like
the
we might actually have
ballerina
nailed it.
one is kind of bad.
They actively call out the suspicious similarities to the main Fredbear crew. Quote from one of the pages: Ned Bear looks like an imitation, altered just enough to avoid copyright
Storm Dragons?
issues. I don't know about you, but that seems to imply that we were right on the money. Knowing all of this, at one point the franchises had to have merged. That's really the only way they get Mr. Hippo from the rival franchise as part of the Fazbear crew. This also mirrors a lot of what happened in the real life history.
I got you, Dante. How you doing?
Two rival restaurants, each with their own casts of
Chuck E.
characters, merging
Cheese?
to become one unified brand. Again, we've gone into that in detail with other videos, just wanted to remind you all of that here. But why
Did that
would
happen
I
with
call out
Chuck
the
E.
rival
Cheese? I didn't know
restaurant as
that.
being named Chica's Party World? Few things,
Yeah,
actually.
Goober.
First, we know for a fact that a location named Chica's Party World exists. It is mentioned in the source code teasing sister location, so it is out there somewhere and doesn't fit cleanly
Chica's
anywhere.
Party
Second,
World, huh?
in the story The Puppet Carver, Chica is very explicitly looped in with the book versions of Pig Patch.
There's higher
and
than
Ned Bear,
1,400?
implying that
Jesus,
she
Storm
started
Dragons.
as a mediocre melody. Thirdly, her design just fits better with the theme of down-home country animals with southern accents playing the banjo and eating with bibs. And with her being the headliner of the show with her name on the restaurant, it would make sense then that when the restaurants merged, she was the one that was added to the main cast of characters while all the other mediocres faded away. It's also
wow, so
Freddy's
so Chica really switched up on her day once and joined the Fredbear crew. That's kind of crazy. So all those other ones, yeah, obviously didn't make it, but she did. Huh. I didn't know that. Interesting. Someone subbed to Prime. Oh, it'll come. Sometimes the Prime subs come through a little late. Nova Zombie Gas! I'll wait till it comes through.
After William's killing spree, she's the one
What
who
up,
branched
Moron? How
back
you doing?
off into her old franchise and is therefore missing in Sister
Watching some
Location.
FNAF
A
lore.
detail that's bothered me for years at this point.
Epic
it might
reaction
also explain
stream.
why William decided to stuff his first dead kid into Chica. That
What
one
the-
was Henry's
whoa,
creation,
back it
not
up,
his.
Matt Pat.
Is all of this a big leap? Yeah. Is it into
What?
Chica years at this point? It might also explain why William decided to stuff his first dead kid into Chica. That one was Henry's creation.
Just gonna
not his. Is all
slip
of this
that
a big
one in
leap?
there,
Yeah.
like-
Is it connecting a lot of dots?
Yo!
that are very spread out across the
Nova
franchise
Zombie
that
Gas,
I've
thank you for the
been
massive
back in my
gift
mind for
sub.
years. Absolutely. That
Sorry,
one was
guys.
Henry's
Thank you,
creation,
Nova Zombie
not
Gas, or the
his.
massive
Is all of
Prime
this a big
resub.
leap? Yeah. Is it connecting
love you,
a lot
bro.
of dots
Thank
that
you.
are very spread out across the
You don't
franchise
have to do that.
I've been holding on in the back of my mind for years? Absolutely. But I think it makes sense. It also serves as a clean
Thank you,
answer
bro.
to a lot of the random threads that Scott's been leaving dangling
Josie
for
with the
years.
fart.
So, with all of that in mind, my friends, we can close the book on the foundation of Freddy's. And don't worry, next week I'll be back to give you arguably one of the most confusing parts of this entire timeline situation, Part 2, the Afton era. I promise, it will actually be next week this time. No more waiting around. I am just
you
as
do to your
eager to get this
ankle?
one out the
Nothing.
door as you are to watch it. I promise. You know what else I promise? I promise that we'll actually get to talking about the games. I would have liked to have talked about
Okay,
it in
the
this
games,
episode,
fire.
but there just isn't that much in the games that helps us.
That's what I wanna see.
Pre-family
Thanks,
dining.
Lynx.
Although, let's be honest, this franchise has
Zexion,
never been
you've watched
just
this over
about the games
100
anyway.
times?
Even
Oh
back
my
in the early days
God.
of Fnaf, we were decoding
You gotta
in-game
teach me.
source code that Scott fed us through the website. The modern day books and the clues
Who is
that we get from
that?
those things,
What the-
now they're just
Five Nights at Freddy's Tales of the Pizzaplex. Submechanophobia. Why is there like a mermaid?
modern extensions of that.
Dude,
All of
this
it
is too much,
crucial to
bro.
understanding this franchise and its lore. Unless, of
I
course,
thought it was
Steel
just
Wool
like
finally gets
Chica
around to
and
making that
Foxy
Fredbear's
and
Family
frickin'
Diner game they want to make so badly.
I've always would love to do is get kind of back.
Is that Scott?
I have no clue if we'll ever be able to do this, but getting back to kind of like the origin of like Fazbear Entertainment or the origin of Freddy.
I thought he didn't have a
But in
face
the
reveal.
meantime, while we wait for that inevitably
All right, let's go to the next one. Part 2. This one's a big one. Maybe we won't finish it all.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, and officially
Me too,
page
Zexion.
7 of the Fnaf timeline script. Last time we covered the origins of Freddy's. We talked about William Afton's childhood dream project of making a singing bear come to life, and the infuriating moment that his dream is copied by a
Oh,
rival
moron.
restaurant franchise looking to steal away.
But yeah, moron, how's your ankle? I have a stress reaction in multiple bones, which is microscopic damage that can expand into a fracture. Ugh. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Are you feeling better? Is it getting any better or no? Getting medicated, getting it taken care of?
success. The merger of the two franchises
take
results
it
in
easy.
William meeting Henry, a brilliant designer with a knack for robotics. Working together, they make
Crushes and
Fredbear's
getting a boot. Yeah, I've had to do that too, bro. It sucks. But it gets better, man.
William meeting Henry.
You can
a
lift some
brilliant
weights
designer
still.
with a knack for robotics.
Just can't run.
Working together, they make Fredbear's flourish,
Okay.
spawning popular
is a
Saturday
big
morning
lore.
cartoon shows, toy lines, and spin-off restaurants under the Fazbear name.
get well
when
soon,
last
brother.
we left him, Afton was
Much love.
thriving. The world of robotics opening his eyes to new and exciting ways of bringing characters to life.
At least you have plenty of
Bringing
time
things
to watch
life.
Papa
Yeah,
Zoo now.
That was his core driving force, his passion. And it was this very passion that would mutate, twist, and morph from here on out in the story. Because with
Zexion,
life,
thank you for
there's
the follow on
inevitably
TikTok.
death, something that Afton
Thank
would
you,
become
bro.
intimately familiar with. But before Afton acquaints himself with death, I want you to take some time to acquaint yourself with our newest channel. Guys,
Oh,
this is
hell
a huge
no,
moment
Matt
for us
Pet.
theorists. For the last decade,
I
we've
know
had
about
this
your new
foreplay
channel.
right after you finish this beast of an upload. I personally recommend starting with
Come
the
on
Killer
now.
Heal episode because this episode's all about the birth of a killer. And while
Dude,
you're
good
over
luck,
there,
Super.
consider subscribing.
Is that a mod?
It'll do all of us over here a huge favor because if we manage to get 1 million subscribers by the end of the month,
Acton
it'll
doesn't
put us
die?
as a top fashion channel
He's
here
immortal,
on YouTube.
apparently, right?
Show the
I didn't even
world
know
that
that.
looking smart can be even better than looking cool. So go ahead, enjoy your
Facts.
all-day theory marathon. And now with our logo complete, it's time to complete
Do I
our
look
other
smart
massive
or cool,
ongoing
chat? What do you
project,
think?
This timeline. Onward to part 2, where things are about to get dark in a hurry. 1983. Business was booming with 2 whole restaurant
You look
franchises
high.
running. Fredbear's Family Diner
Both.
and the
Thank
newly
you.
opened Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Together, William and Henry had been able to take the hybrid suit idea and make it into a reality. They called their new invention the Springlock
Fact
suit.
stuff
And
guy,
fittingly
actually.
enough, it was symbolic of the partnership between these two men. A human suit as
What up,
designed by
Dismore?
William that could become a freestanding Henry-style robot. But because it was still
I'm
new
gonna finish
tech
the
that
game
Kings
too,
to work
moron.
out, the rollout
This is
was
our
limited,
preparation
restricted
to
only the Fredbear's
finishing the
Family
game.
Diner
We need to
with
train
Henry
through the
this
lore. Sorry, I need to
timeline.
lock in.
Onward to part 2, where things are about to get
Let me
dark
lock
in a
in.
hurry.
The Afton era, part 2.
1983. Business was booming
Faz
with 2
token.
whole restaurant
What?
franchises running. Fredbear's Family Diner and the newly opened Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Together,
Okay.
William and
There's 2 of
Henry had
them.
been able to take the hybrid suit idea and make it into a reality. They called their new invention the Springlock suit. And fittingly
Yep,
enough,
we
it
know
was
the
symbolic of
Springlocks.
the partnership
Okay.
between these two men. A human
Yeah, that's where it
suit
gets
as
real.
designed by William that could become a freestanding Henry-style robot. But because it was still new tech with kinks to work out, the rollout was limited. Restricted only to the Fredbear Fredbear's Family Diner location. All of this meant that William was busier than ever. He didn't have time to be a full-time parent, so he designed a nanny cam system where cameras and speakers were hidden throughout the neighborhood, as well as in his youngest son's favorite toy, Psychic Friend Fredbear. I mean, plushy Fredbear. But since cameras just weren't enough to raise a kid, he also left childcare duties to his eldest son, Michael. There was just one problem with that. Michael was far from the best babysitter. He tormented his younger brother by jump scaring him with a foxy mask and constantly left him behind.
Yeah, okay, so I remember this. His brother was like terrible to him. Sounds like my brother.
Except Michael's torment didn't stop. Bitter,
not really,
angry
kind of.
thoughts
No,
would
he's
run
great.
through Michael's mind. Why did he have to be the one to take care of this whining crybaby all the time? It just wasn't fair. It was time that he got even with his brother by playing the ultimate
First time chatter.
that just so happened
The
to be
protein
on this
threat.
child's
The day of reckoning fast approaches. Protein, welcome to stream. Thanks, I guess. Huh.
birthday.
I'm
He and his
not
friends
sure.
would take his scared little brother and make him do the
This
one
is
thing
game
he
theory
was
FNAF.
terrified of doing.
This is the bite of
Getting close to
this is the bite of 87.
scared
This is the bite of
little egg that just
87.
so happened to be on this
Yo!
child's birthday. He and his friends would take his scared little brother and make him do the one thing that he was terrified of
Chat
doing,
lock in.
getting close to the animatronics. That would be embarrassing for the kid that was such an embarrassment.
not
to him.
83.
His brother squirmed,
the bite-
screamed,
is that the
kicked and
bite of
fought, but just as
87?
they were putting that
Markiplier says
small,
it.
squirming boy up to Fredbear's lips, the mouth snapped shut. The sensitive spring locks inside the body had been triggered by the boy's movements, and they'd immediately clamped down. The wriggling stopped. The boy went limp, but it was just a prank. It was meant to be funny. The boy was taken to the hospital and was immediately given an IV. Flowers and pills filled the nightstand next to his hospital
starts
bed.
having the
damage
nightmares,
was
right?
too severe. He couldn't recover. As the younger brother's consciousness began to fade, he could hear Michael's last words, a small and flimsy apology. But his father, Williams, through the voice of the Fredbear plush, were a firm and committed promise to a dying son. You're broken. I will put you back together. This would not be the end. No matter what, Williams' son
That's
would
so
live again.
terrible.
It would just take time. Time that, right now, he just didn't have. His young son's heart flatlined as the boy faded into the inky unknown of the afterlife. In
This
the
is
aftermath of
William's
the
son,
tragedy,
right?
Changes started happening around the restaurants. Kids were now required
bye.
to wear
Bye,
security
Zay. I'll see you in
wristbands to
2
prevent
weeks.
anyone from getting outside without parental permission. Any kid who approached the exit without permission would have to answer to the security puppet, a marionette on strings that could fly around on rails across the restaurant to stop kids in their tracks. It was William's idea, inspired by Michael constantly leaving the restaurant without his brother. In the wake of Fredbear's spring lock failure, all the hybrid suits were getting retired, locked away at the nearby Freddy Fazbear location. It was yet another tough pill to swallow after all the hard work that he and Henry had put into them. William would eventually bury the boy's small body in a remote location out in the woods right alongside his drive into and
sucks.
out of work every day. The death of this little boy sent the family spiraling. His wife, crippled with grief, was so distraught that all she could do was sit and watch TV. But his son Michael was far worse, complaining of seeing hallucinations of a golden bear standing outside of his window. The boy was so racked with guilt that he was convinced that he was being haunted by the ghost of his brother stuck inside the suit that took his life. The suit's
that really
three-toed
messed him
feet
up.
digging into the wet earth. The words, "It's me," ringing through Michael's ears. Some nights, Michael would even go so far as to break out of his room to check the gravesite and ensure that his brother was still there. As for William himself, he disappeared into his work and his drinks. Junior's, the local bar, wasn't far from his son's gravesite. He found himself going there more and more frequently, spending longer and longer amounts of time there. The bar gave him a place to think, to remember, to reflect, and
So how does he go from this to just on a children murder spree? Like, if he's this distraught about his own child dying, I don't know. And he's dedicated so much of his life to helping kids out and making them, like, letting them have a good time at his restaurant. Like, it's hard for me to believe that he would then go to that route, you know? It's such a 360 flip. There's more, though? Yeah.
on how Henry had stolen
What up,
his
Boju?
idea for an animal-themed restaurant. How they'd cut his character out of the cartoon when everyone else was there. How Henry had humiliated him by buying him out of bankruptcy. And now there was his son. Henry had taken his son from him. The robotic part was the part that failed.
What's going on this demon arc
William
now?
ordered one more drink, but it was one too many. The bar turned him out and told him to go home. But William didn't go home. Drunk and angry, William raced back to the restaurant to give Henry a piece of his mind, only to find someone else waiting. Henry's daughter, Charlie, locked outside of the building, bullies laughing at her through the window. Fine, some other problem to fix. But then Afton got an idea. A beautifully awful idea. This was his chance to get back at the man that had humiliated him all those years ago. Henry had killed his business, and now Henry's robotic suit had killed his son. It was time for William to do some killing of his own. Let Henry feel what it's like to have something you love get ripped away. While parties continued inside the walls of the pizzeria, William attacked Charlie in the back alley. It felt good. He felt free. The years of resentment and bitterness trapped in his heart finally released in a moment of pure unapologetic evil. He would make Henry hurt like he hurts.
Okay, Matt Pat, give me chills.
And in that moment, William became a killer. He dropped Charlie's lifeless body and drove home, forced to confront his family problems later that night. Appalled, but also a little excited.
So he just killed his daughter.
Charlie's death would remain on the books as a random act of violence. And though Henry had suspicions about William, there was no physical evidence. Nothing that could link him back to the crime. In the weeks that followed, Fredbear's family diner would close for good. 2 high-profile deaths around the restaurant with 2 grieving owners in such a short period of time was just too much bad press.
Nice, moron.
Besides, Freddy Fazbear's was still open, and it was the newer restaurant anyway. All the equipment from the diner, including the old yellow suits and security puppet, would get retired to that location, and there they would sit for 2 uneventful years. The rest of 1983 and 1984 were spent quietly grieving. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and the new cast of characters were a hit. Tragic memories of their yellow predecessors quickly faded. Afton kept a low profile and buried himself in work and research, quickly reaching Henry's
So now he's going down the dark path.
Even surpassing him. And while Henry slowed down to grieve, Afton kept going, even starting his own company, Afton Robotics, for all those pet projects that were a little bit too experimental for the regular operations of the pizzeria. The first of these experimental projects was a secret workshop under his house, a veritable bunker, which allowed him to work while still monitoring his kids via hidden security cameras. 1983. A passcode that served as a constant reminder of why the cameras were so important.
What is this? What game is this?
This was all to fulfill the promise that he had made to his son.
1983?
Right? I will put you back together. This was for him. All for him. Right? But cameras weren't enough. He needed to solve the runaway Michael problem. He had to keep him in the house. He couldn't have another one of his kids wind up dead inside of an animatronic suit. So why not run a little experiment on Michael? You see, all this work with Henry had gotten Afton to start learning more about life, robots, the human mind, and what a fallible machine we as humans were. Our reality is so easy to manipulate with a few sensory deceptions. Deceptions like sound. With just
Evil
a few sounds,
Apple.
he had discovered that he could alter a person's vision. He could transform blank, smooth plastic robots into lumbering, twisted nightmares. Nightmares far scarier than he could create with actual materials. They would appear organic, rotting, putrid, terrifying. These would be his means of keeping his son Michael in the house where he belonged. Was it extreme? Maybe. But then again, this was the boy.
Oh, so Michael was the one who
he would make him sorry.
is getting the
Michael
nightmares.
would grow up not only dealing with the memories of his own
I thought
guilt,
it was
the hospital room, the pills, the flowers, the death of his brother, but also facing literal nightmares, illusions created by sound. Michael would never forget these either. Years later, as a security guard, he would still draw pictures of them inside of his logbook. But all of these extra projects meant that his home life suffered even more. He was an absent father and a non-existent husband.
It is the little kid? No, the older brother is the one. Red Black, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Pursuer, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Bojo, I just finished some Panda Express. But no, so the older brother, this one, thank you for the follow on TikTok, guys, thank you. No, so the kid, Git Hopper, thank you. Oh my god, guys, I can't even speak. Thank you, guys. We are live on Twitch as well. Drop a follow on there also if you wanna join the community. That's where my main community's at. But anyways, what am I saying? So the older brother, Samaluluma, thank you for the follow. The older brother, the younger one died, and so the older brother was the one in the bed who's getting all the nightmares. It was the little kid's nightmares before he died? No, that's not what MatPat's saying.
Cold and alone.
Why do you hide inside your
Belief meant that a security guard, he would still draw pictures.
That's not what he's saying. This is the older brother.
But also facing literal nightmares, illusions created by sound. Michael would never forget these either. Years later, as a security guard, he would still draw pictures of them inside of his logbook. But all of these extra projects meant that his home life suffered even more. He was an absent father and a non-existent husband, leaving his wife cold and alone.
Why do you hide inside your walls when there is music in my heart?
Yeah, Zexion, that's what I thought.
All I see is an empty
Who the hell is this? Ballerina?
No more joy, an empty tomb.
And despite her repeated
Thanks,
demands that
Minty.
he leave his office and engage with the family, he refused time and time again, leaving her no choice but to leave.
You burned down my house?
You call that a house? It was like a morgue in there. You need to see your son.
The baby isn't mine.
Well, how's this? I'm keeping the diamond ring.
And through it all, there was one lingering fear.
Was that him and
William
his
wasn't
wife?
Done. He had gotten a taste of what it felt
Chill,
like
Huber.
to be unleashed, what it felt like to be free. Charlie's murder had unlocked something in him, and he wanted more. June 26th, 1985. Putting on the golden Bonnie suit, he lured children one by one to the back room.
Yeah,
of the
here's
pizzeria
what
where
we
no one was
know.
looking. At first, he was cautious. He would lure them with promises of cake and cookies. He told them that their dog had died. He would ask for help with homework. Susie was the first. You never truly forget your first.
I was the first. I have seen everything.
But where to hide the bodies? He
Man.
couldn't sneak out. Someone would see him. He had to hide them in a
This
place
is
where
weird
they'd
as
never
fuck,
be found,
yeah.
and where they'd never leave.
So
the
he
building.
went
had
from
to be
it went from him
stuffed inside of the suit.
it went from him getting revenge on his work enemy's daughter, or him getting revenge on his work enemy, his work opponent, by killing his daughter, and then from that he just became obsessed with killing like random kids. Like what?
No one maintained
Yes, sir,
those things
Brady.
anyway except for him. And so Susie would go
This dude is
into
demented.
Chica. Fritz, Jeremy, and Gabriel would come next, but it was easy. It was too easy. And with each little life he snuffed out, his lies got bigger. Their house was burning. They're just being kidnapped. Until the last one where all pretense was off. He let himself get violent. Too violent.
I'll just wait for him after school, throw a bag over his head, hit him with a shovel, and drag him into the back of my car.
The body of Cassidy was far more bloody and broken than any of the others. He'd let himself
Dude,
go
if you
too far.
dude,
That
killing
one-
kids
that
has
one-
to be like some of the probably the most like degenerate, evil, heinous thing anyone on this planet can do, bro. Like seriously, oh my god. That's just the worst, man. Like only thing worse than that is, you know, infants. But like, bro, like how do people do that? Like holy shit, dude. Sans, thank you for the follow on TikTok. I wish I didn't suck at Pizza Tower. I'm getting some great feedback from the chat here. Some great dialogue. Thank you for the boo ghost, Brady.
One he shouldn't have killed.
Yeah,
With
true,
no more
Bujo.
active animatronics left, he shoved the body into the one suit that remained backstage.
Golden
the
Freddy.
long-forgotten yellow Fredbear, now broken and discolored with age. Broken, like Cassidy was broken, like his son was broken. Newspapers reported on this disappearance, naming the
JB's
whole
scared, he
thing
won't
the
even look
missing
at the screen.
children's incident. Police would even charge William with the crimes after finding security footage of the golden mascot suit luring kids to the back, but they couldn't convict him. They had no bodies, and his face had been hidden behind the mascot suit the entire
Yeah,
time.
they don't know who it
What
is.
they had was circumstantial
covered.
at best, and so he walked away a free man. But Henry knew the
Would they
truth.
not
Into these
investigate the
murder-
owner of the restaurant, though? If the police knew, like, okay, who's wearing this golden animatronic suit that's killing kids that is only accessible by, like, one person who created the suit and is the owner of the restaurant, you know?
he saw his daughter Charlie all over again. So
my
he
thought.
threw Afton out of the company and shuttered the doors to the old pizzeria. Henry would keep the franchise quiet for 2 years. This would not happen again. This could not happen again. How could he protect the kids? Finally, he developed a solution.
Yeah, does
would
Henry know he
implement an
killed
even
his
more
daughter?
extreme security system in the form of new animatronics. Toy animatronics.
He has to
inspired
know.
by the
Oh.
toys that they had been selling years ago. But these guys, these were special. They were a new breed
Megan
of robot
Fox.
with facial recognition abilities.
But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away.
All the original animatronics,
Smart.
now withered with age, were moved to the new location. With a plan in place, it was time to try once more. The year was 1987, and the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was making headlines in local newspapers. Headlines that just so happened to
Fuck it.
catch the attention of William Afton. Freddy's was back, and without him? That was his idea. His character. Henry was, yet again, trying to cut him out of the picture. No. As long as these restaurants stayed open, William would always come back. Then he noticed the phone number to apply at the bottom of the article. $100 a week to apply call. Afton would go back, not as an owner.
Wait, you
or
get paid
co-founder.
$100 a week to work this job? Yo, that is terrible. What kind of wages are those? Oh my god. Yeah, Goose Juice.
Day shift security guard.
I like your name.
There it was. Buried in the back of parts and services, mixed in with the old withered animatronics, was the golden rabbit. With the yellow security badge
Bonnie
still on his chest, he used his crank to pull open the spring locks. It was time for Bonnie to give an encore performance.
Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are acting.
True
right.
Zexion.
No one is allowed in or
That's a
out,
good point, Brady.
Especially concerning any previous employees. When we get it all sorted out, we may move you to the day shift. Our position just became available.
Yeah, exactly.
1987, 5 more kids. He didn't know what felt better.
The
Getting
bite
back
of
to the suit
87.
after 2 long years of waiting, or knowing how devastating this would be to Henry the next morning. He didn't even try to hide his crime this time, just meant more blood on Henry's hands. He'd failed to protect the kids again. The restaurant had only been open for a few weeks, but William was sure that this would get it to close. Good, if he couldn't have Freddy's, no one would. Whenever a new pizzeria opened, he would be there. But as he sat in his bunker, something else started to linger in William's mind. He had seen something strange. The old withered animatronics, they had been wandering around the building, spurred on by the puppet. It was almost like those old robots were trying to save the kids. Save them? They couldn't, obviously, but still.
Oh, I remember that minigame. When you're walking around controlling the old ones? Oh, wow. So they were trying to help?
It was almost like they had been given life somehow. Did he have something to do
puppet,
with that? The
you
following
give him
day,
the
the news would
present
report a
box,
security
right?
guard getting bitten by one of the animatronics during the day shift.
I kinda remember
Was that
that.
bite meant for him? William's curiosity was stronger now than his bloodlust. He had to learn more, but how? There was no way he'd ever be able to get inside another Freddy's Pizzeria. Heck, there was practically no way a Freddy's
he was trying
would
to
ever
find out
open
why
again.
they're, like,
He needed
sentient
to
now?
create something new, something brand new. He needed to create his own pizzeria.
Due to the massive success, and even more so the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another contender in children's entertainment.
Circus Baby's Pizza World. This would be the place where he could continue his work.
What kind of names are these? Yo, guys, my mom's gonna take us to Circus Baby's Pizza World tonight for my birthday. You guys wanna come? Like, what? Circus Baby's Pizza World? What? What are we talking about, man?
Circus Baby's Pizza World. This would be the place where he
I
could
don't know.
continue his
I think
work.
that's a
No longer
dumbass
just
name.
murdering, experimenting. He needed more kids, and he
Claw?
needed them alive. And knowing
It's
that he
meant
could
for
show his
little kids, bro, but that doesn't even roll off the tongue. Like Chuck E. Cheese. Incredibles Pizza. Like, those roll off the tongue, man. Circus Baby's Pizza World. Like, no, it does not work. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
face on the restaurant floor, he needed a way of remotely capturing his victims and preserving them for his
CBB.
work. With that goal in mind, he designed a
No,
new
it's
breed of animatronic.
CBPZ.
Their endoskeletons fluid and flexible. He equipped them with sound lures that could mimic voices. They could isolate children. They could incapacitate and contain them with zero direct input from him. It was brilliant. He was brilliant. Far
Jeez.
beyond the simple bars
Fun guy,
and
thank you for the
wires of
follow on
Henry's
TikTok.
designs. And the characters he chose for this were uniquely his. His new roster wasn't going to be tainted by Henry's disgusting barnyard bird. Instead, it was back to his characters, his creations, Freddy, Bonnie, Foxy, as well as two special ones. The first, Ballora, was an homage to the woman who left him. Now she would never leave him again. The second,
Damn.
the titular baby, was designed with his baby
He was
in
doing
mind.
well.
Elizabeth, his youngest child. She would always be Daddy's little girl, the
Aw.
one that listened to him, the one that obeyed until the day that she didn't.
Daddy, why won't you let me play with her? She's so pretty and shiny. Didn't you make her just for me?
I think I know what happens here. Maddie, thank you for the follow.
The day before Circus Baby's Pizza World opened, she disobeyed. She didn't listen. Left alone with Baby, she got too close. The animatronic ripped in half and swallowed her whole. A scared and confused child fading into eternal
So he's like,
darkness.
so-
By the time Afton found her,
Moten,
she was
thank
too
you for the
late. She was
follow
gone. He
on
immediately
TikTok.
canceled the launch of Circus Babies under the guise
Dave's
of a
Hot
gas
Chicken?
leak.
Yeah,
But
that
wait,
does
As he
roll
sat there at the foot of the stage, he noticed that something was different. The eye color of the robot had changed.
It
Baby
changed?
had been built with blue eyes, but now they were emerald green.
Oh,
Same color as
God.
Elizabeth's. Was she in there? Could this all be connected to the free-moving animatronics that he had
So he
seen at
didn't let.
Freddy's?
So he made this robot designed to lure in kids and murder them, he made it after the image of his daughter. Why would you do that? I don't know. And he's like, no, you can't play with her, and then it murdered her. Like, if I'm his daughter, I'm gonna I want to play with the robots too. Like, keep her away, bro. If they're murder machines, I don't know. All right.
He had to know more. His mourning turned to excitement. He had to return to where it all started. 1993. Pathetic. This place was pathetic. Henry had clearly tried to reopen one final time with those old original animatronics from so long ago, but Williams' damage to the brand had been permanent. These things stank of death. They hadn't been washed in decades. But even if they had, nothing could wash away the stink of murder
killing
that haunted
kids,
these halls. One night, then another, then another.
Of course they stink.
William repeatedly snuck into the old broken restaurant to lure the living animatronics to him, one by one dismantling them, robbing them of their endoskeletons. The metal had to be the secret. It had to contain the remnants of life itself. But he had to know for sure. Leaping out of a room that was invisible to the animatronics programming, he dragged the oversized robotic skeletons back to his underground workshop, back to where Circus Baby watched on with glowing, curious eyes. Eyes that somehow felt alive. Not knowing what else to do, William melted the robotic parts down. 5 animatronic endoskeletons reduced down to one silvery puddle of goo. Could he transfer this living metal to his own creations? He had to try.
Oh, wow.
He picked up a syringe and filled it with the
So he melted all the OG ones?
into Funtime Freddy's twisted, wiry endoskeleton. And suddenly the coils came to life. Like snakes writhing in a pile, what had once
like
been
have their souls contained or something?
And jolted on its own. He'd done it. He had unlocked the secret to life itself. Except something was clearly wrong. The movements were erratic. They were violent, angry. Baby didn't act this way. She had been calm, collected. This was clearly something else, something mindless and frantic. Perhaps by mixing the souls and then portioning them out, he had created incomplete beasts. He would need to keep
exactly. If you mix like souls together and like stuff them into one, it's like it's not gonna go well. I feel like if this is the ultimate timeline from a few years ago, it's outdated and inaccurate. Dude, I swear every FNAF lore video I've ever seen is outdated and inaccurate. What is the real one? Oh my god. Like, are y'all just letting me do this and no one's saying anything in Twitch chat? That's the secret. Thanks, Brady. They're all just theories. True, Minty. Yeah, that's fair. It's never accurate. Well, we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, the video is interesting.
More of this remnant. As he searched the old pizzeria one more time for any remaining scraps of metal, the ghosts attacked. His past victims come to collect their due, all led by Cassidy.
Yeah,
the
you are
5
super.
Lined up and blocked the door. And after
that scene was so good.
The scientific implications of this were incredible. Ghosts, real ghosts that he could see, all standing against him. But what could they do? What couldn't they do? He panicked as Cassidy approached. How do you stop something that's already dead? Maybe with the thing that resulted in their death in the first place. He would get into his suit like old times. He would regain his power over them just like the day that they died.
How did the FNAF movie end? I can't remember.
He was the one in the suit. He was the one in charge. The spring lock snapped into place. Maybe it was his frantic movements. Maybe it was the leaky, abandoned restaurant.
Yeah,
maybe it was just
exactly
fate
that.
coming
That's
to
what I
collect
just did.
its due. He didn't know. The only thing he did know was that his brain was suddenly filled with searing
and he
white-hot pain
dies.
as hundreds of metallic pins and gears stabbed into his body from all sides. All he could do was collapse, blood slowly oozing out of the suit and pooling onto the floor around him. It couldn't end
Deserved.
like this. It wouldn't end like this. His work was unfinished. Unable to move, his only option was to survive, to live, to keep living.
What up,
It took
McLean?
days lying in his own blood, but eventually someone found him. A security guard making a normal report. When he saw the animatronics torn apart in the middle of the party room floor, it caused him to file an immediate report of a break-in. An owner would have to come in and claim the damage. And who
Henry.
else would it be other than Henry?
Bang!
It jumped in Afton's heart. Henry would see him. They were partners after all. He would be the one to help save him, to get him out of this
Oh, he's
suit,
still
to relieve
alive in
him
there.
from this tremendous pain. Henry entered the secret room. His eyes fell on Afton sitting there in the pool of red, and Henry, saying nothing, turned and walked away.
This is just to inform all employees that due to budget restrictions, the previously mentioned safe rooms are being sealed at most locations, including this one. Nothing is being taken out beforehand, so if you left anything inside, then it's your own fault. Management also requests that this room not be mentioned to family, friends, or insurance representative.
Is that
So
Henry?
there Afton would sit, hanging on for 30 years,
Phone
trapped
guy?
behind the walls with an iron will that refused to die.
For
End
30
of this
years?
part. I say this part because it's not officially the end
Holy.
of the Afton era just yet, but this just felt like a really solid stopping
Jeez.
point. The episode has gone on for
How do you even
Okay, so
survive
most
that
of this
long?
is things that we already knew, stuff that's been established and reestablished time and time
Man.
again by the games. That said, there are two things that I absolutely have to address. The first and biggest
Eliminator,
is
thank you for the
placement of
follow on
sister
TikTok. I love
location,
you.
or more specifically, Elizabeth's death. To me, evidence in game seems
I
to
have
suggest
Spring
that it was
Bonnie
meant to come
plush.
before the crying child's
Nice.
death in 1983. The biggest clue to this is that the crying child saw something. Remember what you saw is the phrase that's repeated over and over again by
Right.
psychic friend Fredbear, aka William Afton speaking
By
through a
psychic friend
walkie-talkie in the
Fredbear, yes.
Fredbear plushie's stomach.
course.
But what did he see? Well, I think we can tell based on how the nightmare animatronics are visualized. They have mouths in their stomachs, just like Baby ripping in half at the waist to swallow a kid. There's also the empty girl's room, one presumably left behind by a dead sister. And lastly, it explains why he's scared, and more specifically, why Afton wants him scared. He needs his kids to stay away from the animatronics. He doesn't want them getting too close, because the last time one of his kids got too close to a robot, his daughter died. That's then why he sets up the nightmares,
Jeez.
to scare both Mike and the crying child away from the animatronics from that point forward.
Oh,
That's
to
why
scare
books like
both
the
of
Character
them?
Encyclopedia
Wait, so which one was the one in the bed getting scared? It was both?
outright suggests that we play as the crying child in FNAF 4. That's why he has a nanny cam following the crying child everywhere, so he can keep tabs on his kids when they're out of his sight. He can't let another Elizabeth situation happen. The death of Elizabeth also gives William
you
Afton
reap what
extra
you sow,
motivation
bro.
for killing. He's a grieving father.
If you make robots that's goal is to murder children, and they murder your child, bro, like...
His daughter was taken
I don't
away from
know.
him, so Charlie should die as well. He's lashing
what are you
out
doing?
at the world after losing his kids. And again, we know that at least one of his children had to have died prior to Charlie's death, based on the mound of dirt that we see in Midnight Motorist. It also allows circus babies to open and close earlier in the timeline, which is how you wind up with Funtime Foxy appearing as Mangle in the FNAF 2
Funtime
location.
Foxy.
Basically, Elizabeth dying first has everything it needs to fit, except for the most important thing, the murder weapon. Why would Afton be building an animatronic with a giant claw in its stomach so early in the timeline? At this point, he just has no motive. It just doesn't make sense prior to 1983. At this point in the story, he hasn't killed anyone, and we know for a fact that the missing children's incident is 1985. So Elizabeth's death coming
Dude,
before
there's
any
so
of those
many
events
dates and like events and different restaurants like being thrown around. I'm just like, I don't even know. What are we saying? Like in 1983 something happened, in 1967 something happened, and frickin' the bite of 87 and the bite of 83 and the child of 48, the fun time circus baby pizza party Paria hat was built in like... Yeah, I'm gonna need a few rewatches, Cicade Squirrel.
doesn't work, hence why I placed it where I did in the narrative timeline. Afton's death here is also a bit tricky. We know that he returned to the FNAF 1 location to break down the original animatronics in order to harvest their remnant.
Yeah,
we know that he
Bujo.
melts down 5 things to become one thing. Candy Cadet makes that very clear. So the 5
Who
things
the
are
hell is
5
Candy
endoskeletons
Cadet? Who?
from the various one
Candy
thing. Candy
Cadet?
Cadet makes that
Who is this? What? The best character? This guy does not look anything like any of the other animatronics in the whole franchise.
very clear.
This dude is a random. Okay, Illusioner. Storyteller bot? Okay.
So the 5
Mario.
things are the 5
That's from one of the newer
endoskeletons from
ones,
the various
right?
animatronics. That would be
FNAF
totally
6?
fine if it weren't for one
Thank you,
huge
Brooke.
problem. On his 5th visit to the pizzeria, Afton gets spring locked. So either the 5 becoming 1 starts in 1993, but then finishes 30 years later when he reemerges from the wall to add the last endoskeleton to his pile, or he's had himself some reason to return to the original location after harvesting all the stuff that he can. It's not ideal, but it's the one angle that makes the most sense. And with that, this next chapter comes to a close, thereby leaving us with 5 more games to cover and
Nice,
another 40
super.
plus years of Fazbear history to recap. Ooh, when you put it that way, something tells me that this might balloon into 4 parts.
Oh,
We'll see.
4
Anyway,
parts? Should we keep going, chat? Should I beat FNAF or should we keep going? What are we thinking, guys? FNAF, yes. Beat FNAF or keep going? Keep going? Keep going? TikTok chat wants me to keep watching. but I think the Twitch chat wants me to beat Fnaf. Him, thank you for the follow. Beat Fnaf. You guys are splitting on me. Minty, thank you for the follow. Maya, thank you for the follow, guys. Beat fine. Let's watch one more. Let's watch one more. Savior Bice, thank you for the follow. Guys, we're also live on Twitch. That's where my main community is at. Just so y'all know. Markiplier? Do I sound like Markiplier? I will, Super. Alright, we'll keep watching. We're close, we're close. We have 2 more. And then we'll still have time to beat Fnaf.
Internet, welcome to Game Theory.
We gotta prepare.
And page 20 of our final FNAF timeline. This is getting ridiculous. Last time we covered William Afton's rise as a serial killer.
I farted on a
His
candle.
young son in 1983.
Nice, Duxon, thank you.
One fateful promise that would ultimately serve as his driving force for decades. I will put you back together. Fueled by grief and obsession, Afton would lose himself in work and drinks. One night in a fit of rage, he lashes out against Henry's young daughter, Charlie. His first murder.
We know
this
this.
moment becomes the first domino to fall in a long sequence of events that ultimately destroys William's life and the lives of those around him.
We know all this.
Covering FNAF VR, AR, and security
There's
breach
FNAF
wound up
VR?
taking me an additional 9 pages of script. And I've already made you wait long enough for this part, so I just had to make the executive call to break this one up into 2. Don't worry, that part is already written, it is already recorded, it is just in the process of being edited. It is a hefty episode. So mark it on your calendar, that was actually going to be going live on March 25th. It's also coming complete with a live talk back where we go back over everything for fun. Fair warning though.
Oh, that's already happened, Matt Pat. This is an old video.
We've locked in on a lot of the answers here, but they're gonna raise a lot of discussion. Let's just say that you're either gonna love that episode or hate it. I don't really think there's gonna be much commercial. Let's meet Mike. Let's cover a chunk of the timeline.
Is this when he becomes purple guy in that scene when he's walking? I remember like a meme about that.
Weird. Michael knew his father sometimes traveled
He
to work,
looks so
disappearing
dumb.
for days on end, but usually there was some sort of notice, a phone call,
His
or
nose.
post-it, something. It's not like Michael and his father were close, far from it. But as a household of 2 suffering men coping with years of tragedy and loss, there was at least some element of communication between the 2 of them. They were united by a name and a shared pain. This time though, things felt different.
Big
William
ass
had left
nose.
nothing. His absence was longer. There were no check-ins, no updates, just silence. Something had happened. If there was one thing Michael knew about his father, it was that he had contingencies. Safety checks, backup plans. His father was a careful and guarded man. He held his cards close to his chest, and as such, William had prepared him in the event that something like this ever happened. Normally, his father kept his home office locked, but in the event of an unexpected, prolonged absence, Michael had been instructed to enter his father's office and look behind an empty set of shelves mounted in the corner of the room. Rolling his eyes, Michael entered the office. He never fully understood how William was able to spend so many hours of his days locked up in here. There was just nothing to do. Most of this place was empty. He dragged himself over to the shelf in the corner, expecting to find an emergency contact.
Play FNAF 4?
Family safety deposit
Maybe we
box.
should play
But
them
what
all.
he actually found there
At
was
some point.
completely unexpected.
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be.
The shelf swung open and revealed.
Why does his son sound like a 50-year-old British man? What? Is that him talking?
It was right where you said it would be.
The shelf swung open.
It was
and
right where you
revealed
said
a
it would be.
giant
Like what?
industrial elevator, one that led straight down into an underground bunker. But that was impossible. Hidden inside his childhood home was a secret entrance to an enormous underground science layer. It didn't make any sense. Seriously, it didn't make any sense. And yet
I guess,
here it was, mapped directly underneath the floor plan of the house that he'd grown up in, lost his brother in, been tortured in. Michael thought that he'd known his father, a prideful, sad, angry man with petty everyday problems.
Does Michael become the hero?
Living with a
That'd be fire.
this entire time. His father had secrets. Suddenly, the days of William being locked inside of his office made sense. He'd been here the entire time. Where was here, though? Was this Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals? The Circus Baby restaurant always
You're
did
not
seem to be a
13,
deeply
Noah.
personal project for father. A failure of his that cut unusually deep.
Circus
especially after that first
Baby's
location had to be
Entertainment and
closed
Rentals.
prematurely due to the gas leaks. After that day, father really did seem to change, to lose himself even more in his work. Clearly, the entrance he had found was some sort of secret back way into the facility, one that required crawling through vents to navigate. His father had been working here, but in secret. Why? And that's when he found
'Cause he's
at the end of the
killing
facility,
kids, man!
Circus Baby. His
Wake
father
up, Michael!
pride and joy. Except something was different about her.
Yes,
She wasn't
Inky.
like the others. The way she talked, the stories she told. This wasn't just a robot. She was alive somehow. And not only
So his
was she
son
alive,
found out
she
about
also felt familiar.
Circus Baby?
There's something bad inside of me. I'm broken. I can't be fixed.
Uh-oh.
Will you help me?
Was this his sister? William's baby girl? But how?
So he found
Why? What was this place? He dug around some old files and found blueprints.
Do you play as
outlining the
Michael
features of these animatronics.
in that game?
Storage containers, voice mimicking, parental tracking.
Yes, all too.
Was that a child in Freddy's stomach? Was his father
Whoa.
collecting and experimenting on kids? Were all the rumors that he'd heard throughout his past actually true? That the animatronics came to life at night? That there were murders done in all the pizzerias? That his
Play as
father
Michael?
had
That's
somehow
cool.
been the
I didn't know
prime
that.
suspect in all of it. Suddenly, Michael's mind
John
flashed
Bones, did
back
you know
to his
that?
persistent nightmares throughout his childhood.
I don't
Had
think he did
been
either.
experimented on too? Tears stung in his eyes as anger, fear, and confusion filled his body. His father's secrets were pouring out. William wasn't
Dude,
just a
I'd be pissed too. If I was his son and I accidentally killed my little brother. K-Dog, thank you for the follow on TikTok. I accidentally killed my little brother, and then the whole rest of my life, my dad is like, I hate you for what you did to my son. Like, you suck. Why would you do this? And then he secretly is killing children the whole time. Like, I'd be pissed. Be like, you hypocrite.
lame, overworked father. He was a monster, toying with life itself. Suddenly, everything clicked. He frantically looked around the room, blinking human heads on poles staring back at
What
him.
the
Green
hell?
eyes, his sister. Blue eyes, his brother. Closed eyes, his mom. All just staring, expectantly. These were meant to be human. William was working down here trying to make believable humans, literally rebuilding the family that they had both lost. The small little girl robots with their
Yikes.
British accents roaming the hallways.
Mad
of the underground
Doggy, thank you
facility
for the
suddenly took on a
massive
whole new
follow on
context.
Twitch. Welcome to Twitch chat. How you doing? Thank you, Mad Doggy. Thank you. Welcome. Epic Emmett, thank you for the TikTok follow.
Small little girl humans, expectantly. These were meant to be human. William was working.
Guys,
down
we're
here
gonna beat
trying to
FNAF
make
after this. I'm on night
believable
4. I've never beat it.
literally rebuilding the family.
I hate
that
it
they
so
had both
much,
lost.
but we'll
The
do it.
small little girl robots with their British accents roaming the hallways.
Thank you for
of
the
this
follow. I
underground
can't read your
facility
name.
Suddenly took on a whole new context.
Who's this little kid?
Were those meant to be his sister? A replacement for her? A clone? Was William building clones of his sister?
What
they
the
seemed
hell?
to know him, after all, to react to his presence.
Pizza, thank you for the follow on TikTok.
Recognized me at first, but then they thought I was you.
He always did have a bit of a resemblance to his father. Michael's mind reeled as the reality of his world crumbled to dust. No, he had to
This
get
is
him out of
wild.
there. If this really was his sister, heck, if any of these things were human, souls, whatever
God.
remnant of the humans that they once
Ballerina.
were, they needed to be rescued.
They always put us back inside. There's nowhere for us to hide here.
Led by the voice
Calm
of
down.
Circus Baby, he marched through the now empty halls of the Funtime.
Potato Man,
Auditorium.
thank you for the
He
follow
would
on
lead
TikTok.
them. He would protect them. And finally, he would be able to forgive himself for the killing of his brother so many years.
You are in the scooping room now.
Oh,
The scooper only hurts for a moment.
that's the scooper.
That violent extraction arm? Michael had seen that one in the pile of blueprints.
I remember
Something about
this.
heat rendering the magical silver
I
metal
saw, like, a
inside
clip of that.
useless. In reality, prior
Fish!
to getting himself spring-locked and put behind
Yes,
the wall,
Mad
William's
Doggy.
methods had become increasingly sophisticated. With a mechanized arm that could infuse new bodies with a soul, William could finally give and take away life. The only thing he needed were the bodies. But William wasn't the only one looking for bodies.
Did he die?
As Michael was about to learn.
But if we looked like you, then we could hide.
Comic Sans!
If we looked like you, then we would have somewhere to go.
Michael was going to be
Wild
the hero
Fox,
to help
really?
these animatronics, all right. He was
I
going to
thought I
help
heard
the
that as,
haunted
like, a
tubes
joke.
and wires of these animatronics escape, just
that
not
true?
the way that he anticipated. His sister had lied in wires.
Hey,
of
Comic Sans, thank you for the
these
massive
animatronics.
follow
He
on
was to help
Twitch.
these
Welcome to Twitch
animatronics,
chat. How
all
you
right.
doing?
He was going to help the haunted tubes and wires of
We're gonna
these
beat FNAF
animatronics
after this,
escape.
guys.
These
FNAF 1. I suck at it.
Then we
I hate
would
it.
have somewhere to go.
Michael was going to be the hero to help these animatronics, all right. He was going to help the haunted tubes
Yeah, and he
and wires
dies.
of these animatronics escape, just not the way that he anticipated. His sister had lied to him, another game of pretend. The scooper plowed forward, digging its extraction arm into his body. As
What
he heard
game
his
is this?
bones ripping through his flesh, Michael blacked out.
FNAF 5?
Something is wrong with me. I should be dead, but I'm not.
He turns purple.
For the next
5?
several
Okay.
months,
Sister
Michael's
location?
life was not his own. He was forced to comply with the tangle of wires and spirits that lived inside of him. His body felt like an overfilled balloon begging.
This is when he,
burst, and
he's
day by
dun, dun, dun,
day,
dun,
week by
he
week,
starts
his flesh
turning
began
purple.
to sag and discolor. He was a walking, talking,
Jeez.
rotting corpse, alive.
Billy
but
Bob,
wishing
thank you
he
for the
wasn't. He was
follow.
a puppet, a walking
I'm here now.
shell.
Welcome,
And while he
Billy
did his
Bob.
best to
You from
conceal his
TikTok
fate,
chat?
there was only so much
Thank
a
you for the
man
follow on
filled with
Twitch.
robot spaghetti could do. The entity in his innards
Was
would
it
eventually
Dashy? There was a funny ass clip I saw a long time ago of him walking through. Is that a Dashy clip? I gotta find that clip again. It's so funny, bro. And he starts screaming, laughing. Billy Bob, thank you. Welcome to Twitch. Join our Discord, bro. Join our community. Guys, we are live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Spooky season is almost over. We're playing Silk Song next month. And on Thursday, we're streaming IRL trick-or-treating only on Twitch. Join the Discord, y'all. Follow on Twitch. Thanks for coming in. Welcome, welcome. We're going to beat Fnaf after this. Our spooky season streams are almost over. This is our friend John Bones' skeleton. Or John Bones' clavicle. It's kind of sad. Yeah, Sans. It's kind of sad, guys. Spooky season's almost over. Sorry.
But by that point, the damage had been done.
Press
His
follow,
decaying
Maya.
flesh stank, turning him into a literal purple guy. But still, even with no...
What are we, some kind of purple guy? Dude, nice one, Matt Pat. Turning him into a purple guy.
The entity in his innards would eventually leave, but by that point, the damage had been done. His decaying flesh stank, turning him into a literal purple guy. But
Yeah,
still,
exactly,
even with no
Sans.
bones, even with
Comic
rotting
Sans.
purple flesh and begging to die, Michael continued to live. That
Halloween
silver
is the
metal
best
remnant
holiday,
injected by the
agreed.
scoop
You gotta
meant
get your
that he
costume,
couldn't
Billy
die.
Bob.
His anger also refused to die. What he had seen down there in his sister's location had rocked
Say that
him to his
again.
core. His father had killed and captured dozens. His
Some
experiments
kind
had
of
killed his
purple
sister and then tortured
guy.
him throughout all his childhood. He was actively trying
Some
to build
kind of
human
circus
replicants.
baby
He didn't know
pizza
where his father
party.
was, but Michael knew that he was out there somewhere.
I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to
Go get
do.
revenge.
I'm going to come find you.
Michael had to correct for the sins of his father. He had to make things right.
Let's go, Michael!
Would burn Fazbear Entertainment to the ground.
Michael's sick!
What else could you do when your skin was permanently purple? Michael's strategy was simple. He would apply for night security guard positions at the old defunct pizzeria locations. That way, no one ever had to see him or smell him during his shift. And all these old, shuttered locations did need guards. Teenage vandals and squatters were always looking to get
Chat,
inside
what are you
these
all being
abandoned
for Halloween? Eggman is such a good costume idea. Yes, Apollo Child, welcome. Dude, Eggman, I'm gonna be Peter Griffin, and with 2 other friends, guards from Clash Royale, guards, and cowboy for a Wild West party. Chat, what are y'all being? Are those good costumes? Darth Vader, Odysseus, that's dope. As myself for Halloween. Super, come on. I don't have a Peter Griffin build. What are we talking about? Patrick, that's fire from SpongeBob. I don't have a Peter Griffin build.
things, and yet no one ever really wanted to work an overnight
Your
graveyard
dad.
shift unless they were practically out of options. Enter Mike. One by one, he would take on the
I'll
job
be
of
purple
security
guy.
guard, changing his name each time to ensure that no one was able to follow his paper trail. Once inside, he could tamper with the animatronics and figure out how
You
they
could do
worked,
two.
writing
You
about
could do two costumes at once: purple guy and bowler from Clash Royale. You just get a stone ball in your boulder and you put it down in your purple guy. If you like paint yourself purple. Sorry. Anyways.
his experiences in his security logbook. Well, there, he would listen to the old tapes where upper management awkwardly welcomed new recruits to their summer jobs, even though he was working there nowhere near the summer months. He heard the gory details of his father's
Really, Comic
franchise from
Sans?
the outsiders looking in,
Thank you,
confused and
Vader.
afraid about what was happening in the walls around them. Sometimes he would see his brother in the form of the Golden Freddy suit. It's me appearing on the walls around him. Except now, there was something else there. He was
So
no
this is
longer
Michael.
alone. Another
Wait, because we're playing
angrier
FNAF
presence
1
with-
right now, and we're seeing It's Me flashing around. So are we playing as Michael? Sorry, let me run this back.
franchise from the outsiders looking in, confused and afraid about what was happening in the walls around them. Sometimes he would see his brother in the form of the Golden Freddy suit. It's me appearing on the walls around him. Except now, there was something else there. He was no longer alone. Another angry
Vader, thank you for the follow on TikTok.
As if two spirits were forced to share the same body. And Golden Freddy would attack him now. It was aggressive. Its vengeance wanted to lash out at anyone with the Afton name. Anyone who
Sink,
wore
thank you for the
security
TikTok follow.
guard.
Aaron Zach, thank you for the
Over time,
TikTok
Mike
follow.
worked his way through the
Koshibo,
restaurant.
Koshibo, thank you for the TikTok follow. Thank you guys. Castilla, thank you.
Weeks there looking for clues as to his father's
Thank you guys. Holy shit.
Each
Thank
time
you.
at the end of his week shift, he would then set the location on fire. Remnant can't survive high
that
temperatures
sink in,
after
huh?
all. So burning away whatever spirit-laden animatronics that still existed inside seemed like a winning strategy. All this revisiting of his past, though, was causing the nightmares to begin again. Hallucinations that
Show
brought him
temple.
back to his childhood. The guilt around killing his brother. His dreams were
Yes,
oddly
Amelia.
mixed with the shrill phone calls of the security guards.
Mike's the
But it-
protagonist of one sister location, pizzeria, sim, and night sections of 4. Okay. Yeah, we're playing Fnaf 1 right now. I'm on night 4. I'm trying to beat it, dude. I suck at it. Maybe someday, not this Halloween, not this month because it's too late, but maybe next spooky season we'll play all the Fnafs or something.
Would all dream in again. It seemed like
We
a
just
winning
finished
strategy.
Resident
All
Evil
this
7 too. That was
revisiting of his
fire.
past, though, was causing
Yeah,
the
Amelia.
nightmares to begin again.
Period.
Hallucinations that brought him back
Period.
to his childhood. The guilt around killing his brother. His dreams were oddly mixed with the shrill phone calls of the security guards. But it would all be worth it in the end. The goal was to eventually stumble across the one location, the one job that would finally reunite him with his father. Little did Mike know that that day would come sooner than he expected. 2023, an advertisement
Whoa.
came across Mike's TV. Fazbear Frights.
Sorry, I was
a new
clicking on
horror
some of your
attraction
guys'
inspired
profiles.
By the awful crimes that occurred around Freddy Fazbear's Pizza so many years ago. It made Mike sick. People looking to make a quick buck off the tragedy of others, off his own family. This
Sink,
wasn't
thank
a joke
you.
or entertainment. Regardless, he had Freddy Fazbear's Pizza so many years ago. It made Mike sick. People looking to make a quick buck off the tragedy of others, off his own family. This wasn't a joke or entertainment. Regardless, he had to be
Yeah, you
part of
should,
it.
Vibrant.
This team was combing through his family's history. They might stumble across something that could be useful. And if his father was truly still alive as he suspected, there would be no way that he wouldn't show
Thanks,
up.
Temple.
Maybe finally,
Yeah, I
this
miss
could be the
Matt Pat,
final
too.
chapter in his family's marathon of tragedy. Mike applied for the job and was immediately handed the keys. Years of doing this had taught him that security guards rarely receive thorough security checks. They also liked
Looks
how creepy
human.
Mike looked. They thought it was a costume, on theme for the job. What little they knew.
Hey, glad you came back for another night. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time.
What?
For weeks, there was nothing. But just as Mike considered giving up, he received the call that he'd been waiting for years.
You're not gonna believe this. We found one. A real one.
Could this finally be him? Sure enough, there he was. William inside his
Oh.
iconic golden Bonnie Springlock suit.
So
Only
this
now
is
it was
FNAF
green and decaying
3?
beige. And there they were, a small family of broken men finally reunited. It's been a long time, Dad. Mike had
Perfect,
always
thank you,
struggled
Jacob,
with the
thank
phantoms
you.
of his past haunting him, but now all the animatronics he'd encountered over the past months, hopping from pizzeria to pizzeria, suddenly sprang to life. Their burned faces haunted
Those
him as he
jump
tried to
scares
keep track of
sucked.
his father on the camera.
I kind
It
of
would
remember
seem that
watching those on
William's
YouTube. Those were the worst jump scares. Like one of them, the Springlock Bonnie was literally just this. It's just like that's it. It just walks up. Like that sucked. And it's just like
he'd encountered over the past months, hopping from pizzeria to pizzeria, suddenly sprang to life. Their burned faces haunting him as he tried to keep track of his father on the cameras. It would seem that William's mere presence had put the spirits on high alert.
That's right,
Ultimately, they
Amaya.
were harmless, more annoying than anything else. But there was one that felt different from the others. One that was more than just a mere phantom. The
Spring
security
trap.
puppet. If he looked at the cameras at just the right moment, he could see it floating there through the halls.
puppet.
He could even see its reflection in the water pooled on the ground. It would seem like he wasn't the only one there on a mission. While he was dealing with Springtrap, Michael assumed that this one was likely dealing with the spirits of this place.
The walk
finally
of
setting
doom and
up the rest.
disaster, yeah.
Hopefully this means a happier day for all of us, Mike thought to himself. And in that moment, he felt the air around him release, like pressure being let out of a bottle. The building sighed, as if 5 spirits had finally been allowed to move on. He had the sense that his brother was a part of them. He rigged the wiring inside the building to misfire, and the
Wow.
dry, desiccated walls erupted in flames. It is finished. Except
We do have a
it
Discord.
was not. Somehow, through sheer force of will, Afton remained. He had
Dude, I thought
survived,
Michael
and
saved the
Mike would
day.
need to find a new way of finishing off his father.
Guys, if you want to join our Discord and our main community, they're all on Twitch. We got Twitch. No, we had to. And we got the Discord link on the Twitch channel and my YouTube channel and in the my TikTok channel description. Thank you, super thank you. Let me paste it in TikTok chat for you guys. Thank you, Amelia, for the follow. There's the Discord if y'all want to join. We'll be streaming Thursday IRL trick or treating. It's gonna be great.
Luckily, the
Only on
solution would
Twitch
present
though.
itself later that year. Not
I can't
for Mike,
can't
but from
multi-stream
another victim that had been
IRL.
left in his father's
Shelly,
basement.
thank
We're
you.
talking about
Amaya,
becoming
thank you.
a
Gunner,
Fazbear
thank you guys.
Entertainment franchisee, restaurant ownership and management. Something
So
almost anyone can do.
William
with a
survived
limited
the
degree of
fire?
Success. You are now the face of the newly rebranded Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Oh, God.
Fazbear Entertainment as a brand had been closed for years.
Thank you, Amaya.
William had been stuck in a suit and a wall. The only person who legally could bring the franchise back was Henry.
Henry.
But he'd largely pulled out of the franchise around the time of his father's disappearance. Something was up. Surely this had to be some kind of a trick, right? Mike, doing what he did best, applied for a franchise and immediately got the job. There was just one thing out of the ordinary. Paragraph 4.
If you are playing this tape, that means that not only have you been checking outside at the end of every shift, as you were instructed to do, but also that you have found something that meets the criteria of your special obligations under paragraph 4.
No employment contract he'd ever signed required him to keep special lookout for independently moving animatronics outside the restaurant. Now he knew something was up here. Henry was luring them all back. Rather than trying to go to them, like Mike had done for years, Henry was doing the opposite. He was putting them all under the same roof. He was finishing them off for good. Mike knew this wasn't meant to be a restaurant. It was meant to be a prison, a containment vessel.
Man, so Mike kept going even after he thought he killed his father?
End the madness. It took a few nights, but eventually everyone
Mike
was there.
Mike
His
was
father,
out on his
puppet, the robot spaghetti
his
that had
demon
once
time
violated
for
his
this.
body, and his sister, now hopelessly devoted to serve the man that had once gotten her killed. It was time. He had been instructed to seal the doors and leave, but while he locked everything down, he didn't move on. If this was truly meant to be the end,
Sorry,
if the
Local Moron,
remnant needed
we're
to be washed
close.
away, he needed to be a part
I'm
of it.
invested.
This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still.
I only remember this speech because I remember watching a video that was like the Fnaf whatever game Henry's speech, but it's Otto's speech about being the villain or something. That was fire. That's all the only reason I remember it. Oh, sorry, TikTok. We went out for a sec. Oh, my internet. Oh, we're good.
Give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. Or most
Nice,
of you
Billy
might
Bob.
believe there is
Welcome.
peace and perhaps more waiting for you after the smoke.
Soon,
clears.
moron,
Although
soon.
For one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting, old friend.
And with that, it was over.
That speech
Afton's
is
legacy
fire.
died with all of them trapped inside of a literal box. As the flames danced around the office, Mike,
What
for the
game
first
is
time in
that?
decades, was happy. But William wasn't gone yet. Although the darkest pit of hell was open and waiting for him, something or someone wouldn't allow him to move on. Instead, he found himself locked in moments from his past. The pizzeria, his son's room, his underground bunker. It was as if his brain's neurons were all firing at
What
once.
game is
overloaded,
this? What-
Mixing and matching all his biggest fears, regrets, failures. What was this place? How did he get here? He called out into the
Pizzeria
silence.
Simulator?
Then they started coming. Without warning, animatronics, both new and old, began to jump out at him, bite him, rip him limb from limb. The pain was immeasurable. Make it stop.
I miss
Make
Matt
it
Pat,
stop.
too.
William, for the first time, longed for death, an end to this torture. Just as it felt like he couldn't take it
Ultimate
anymore.
Custom Night.
Everything was
Moron, you
quiet.
have so many
It was as if
badges.
The world had been
You're a
reset.
goat.
There was a brief moment of quiet, and then the onslaught began again. Dozens of faces from his past, all focused on him.
Thank
A
you,
waking
Scat Pack, for the
nightmare
follow
that
on
he couldn't
TikTok.
Escape from more pain, more ripping. It was his own personal hell, but why?
What up,
Why
Eric?
couldn't he just
Yes.
die? And then he saw them, a group of characters he never thought he'd see again.
Dude,
There
this
was Jackie,
dumbass Orville elephant. Why is he seeing Orville in his final moments? I hate this animatronic. He's so stupid. Thank you, Market, for the follow. Yes, we've played all scary games all month of October. You're catching the end of it, Pregfi. We played Resident Evil 7, No, I'm Not Human, FNAF 1. We're about to beat after this. We've been playing it. This was a whole spooky-themed month. I think I played another one.
These stolen characters that had started everything. The mediocre melodies.
Get on
It had all
stream,
started
yeah.
to go wrong once they showed up. Once Henry had made them. But mixed in with their obnoxious
How you doing,
southern
Eric?
drawls, William heard something else. It was barely a whisper, but he could just make out the words.
He tried to release you. He tried to release us.
Orville, shut up, man.
I will hold you here.
Just
I will
alright,
keep
bro.
you
Just
here.
alright.
No matter how many times they burn.
I hate this elephant.
That voice. He knew that voice, but from where?
It's got a pumpkin.
The one he shouldn't have killed.
Craig Fye, my Twitch chat really wants me to play Amnesia
things,
too,
but there
or one
was
person
always the one that
specifically.
stood out. Not Charlie, his drunken act of revenge. Not Susie, his first true murder. No. Instead, it was the one that he had lost control with. The one that he had broken beyond repair for no good reason other than because he could. The one that he'd stuffed inside the golden bear that his partner used to wear. Cassidy. They were back, and now they were trying to punish
Who's
him. Make
Cassidy?
him suffer like he'd made them suffer. It was almost like William and Cassidy's souls had been locked together.
One of the
fused by
kids?
a collective rage and
Not
spite. Each refusing
Henry's
to
kid,
move
that
on.
was
But while Cassidy was so
Charlie?
focused on taking revenge, they actually did the one thing that would be the downfall for so many others. They kept William alive. Even though fire should have destroyed the remnant that was coursing through his being, Cassidy kept William breathing, paving the way for his escape. William's will was so strong, his soul so powerful that
daughter?
he managed to put a part of himself inside the circuitry
so.
that housed the spring-locked suit. And there, his consciousness lay, inside a single circuit board, waiting
Okay,
for someone
Viper.
to find him and set him free. A person that no one would suspect. Okay, so a bit of a shorter chunk, but
Bruh.
an important one as we shift perspectives to Mike
Is that
and tell
it?
his side of the story. And with
No.
FNAF VR, AR, and Security Breach having so much to explain, I didn't want to rush through things by trying to cram it all in here. Don't worry, I know you've all been patient.
I never
The
played
final video
Security
is happening
Breach.
on
Was it
March
good?
25th. That is locked. It is getting ready to go. Trust me, I want this thing to be over and
Thank
done
you,
with as much
Marquis,
as
for
you.
the
I'm
follow.
not just stretching it out
TikTok.
for the views. But before we wrap up for the day, I did
Diddy
want to talk about the
Gooner.
big Orville elephant in the room, Mike's quest for revenge.
Stop
You might have noticed
talking
that I was
about
vague the
Orville.
dates, and there's a good reason for that. I don't know him. There is no good way for me to make him fit in. Here's what I do know. We know with a high amount of certainty that Michael Afton is the character that we play as up until Ultimate Custom Night. Mike Schmidt and Fritz Smith, the
kinda
security
mid.
guards for FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 respectively, get fired for, quote, tampering with the animatronics and odor.
Oh my god, it was Mike Schmidt, so it was... Wait, so this isn't Michael, or it is Michael.
Me to make him fit in. Here's what I do know. We know with a high amount of certainty that Michael Afton is the character that we play as up until Ultimate Custom Night. Mike Schmidt and Fritz Smith, the security guards for FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 respectively, get fired for, quote, tampering with the animatronics and odor. So weird connection between the two of them, right? But now, look at the phantom animatronics that are haunting us in FNAF 3. They use models from both FNAF 1
So
and
he
FNAF
play as
2,
him in
meaning
FNAF
whoever
1,
is
yeah.
sitting in that security guard chair, Fazbear Frights, they have to have seen both locations and their animatronics. And that's not all. Their designs are burnt. It's a weird detail in the game, and it's something that
Yeah,
the character
CJ.
encyclopedia repeatedly calls attention to. The burned texture for these phantom animatronics. Why is that so unusual, though? Fazbear Frights is the first time in the franchise that we hear about anything burning down. From that point on in the
Right.
story, it's like the characters turn pyro and are suddenly setting fires left and right. But for the first 3 games, nothing ever catches fire. The animatronics are just moved or repurposed in some way.
Get to the
So
game,
when
I
did they
am.
burn? And why would our security guards see them as being burned? Someone has to have been going location to location, setting these places on fire, purging the sins of the
This
past.
will be the last
know
one we
we're
watch, and then we'll
definitely
beat the
playing as Mike
game.
and sister location in FNAF 6 based on the in-game dialogue. And in FNAF 4, there's an Easter egg where we can hear the phone call from Night 1 of FNAF 1, meaning that whoever's in that bedroom has heard the recording as a security guard. We also know that Mike has seen the nightmare animatronics based on his drawings in the security log.
So it's Mike,
overall,
yeah.
there is solid evidence that connects all of FNAFs 1 through 6. You'll also notice how the character encyclopedia doesn't have a page for Mike Afton. This thing has a page for Chocolate Bunny Bonnie, but not Michael. Some tells me they don't want us to
What?
confirm how many games he's been in, because that would confirm too much of the theory. In short, this gives us an incredibly compelling and complete narrative. Mike as our protagonist, and William, his father, as our antagonist. Mike accidentally kills his brother in
Chocolate
Fredbear's
Chunky
mouth,
Bonnie.
which begins our story and sets William down his pathway of destruction. Mike is then haunted by the guilt of his past and is looking to make things right across the rest of the games. In Sister Location, he learns what his father's been up to and realizes what he has to do to correct it. After failing to finish the job in FNAF 3, he ultimately helps Henry end it all in FNAF 6. It is great. It is a clean narrative. There is just one problem: timing. Mike's quest can't really start until he's been down to Sister Location, seen Baby, and gotten himself scooped. That's when he finds out about Afton's secret life. It's also when he's gonna start to smell, because, you know, he's a walking, talking, rotting corpse. And we know that he's not going down into the bunker until the Funtime animatronics have been made, Freddy's has been closed, and Afton is out of the picture. That all should be happening post-1993.
Where's the connection here?
After William is sealed behind a wall. But that then presents us with a few problems. Afton has already dismantled the original animatronics as we see in the FNAF 3 minigames. How are those things getting burned if they're already deconstructed? But more importantly, we see FNAF 2 paychecks with the date 1987.
Thank you, Mr. Hart.
That is way earlier than I
Thank
think
you.
it can be. To be fair, Fritz Smith's pink slip on night 7 doesn't have a date, but it's a bit weird to say that the first few nights are in 1987, and then employee number 3 is hired on years after the restaurant closes. Anyway, just wanted to call that out because because I don't have a solid answer for it, and I'd love to see your comments down below. And with that, my friends, this chapter comes to a close. We'll see you on March 25th for the grand finale as we cover the final 3 games in the franchise and the controversial answers we think solves what those games are trying to tell us. Until then, my Faz heads.
Until then, Faz heads.
Afton kind of succeeded in being brought back to life.
We have some unfinished business to attend to.
Dry, dehydrated side. I suppose 3 fires and being dead for a decade.
Thank you, SMVMG. Thank you, JV. Thank you, Springtrap.
I think we can help him
Thank
out.
you guys for the follows on TikTok.
Thing, not the whole burning alive thing.
We have some unfinished business, chat.
It's just boring.
Lock in.
That led me to my current crippling Diet Coke addiction.
Yep.
However, Air Up has
Showtime,
found a way
guys.
to harness the power of science to get me to drink
Y'all ready
more
for this?
water, which not only do I love in principle, but I can truly say has changed my drinking.
We got a game we got to beat,
forever.
don't we?
They use these special.
And that game is Fnaf 1. Let me switch us over. Y'all see? Oh god, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna get scared again. Okay, we can do this. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Could we do this last time? No, we kept dying because I suck. However, I believe. The Jared clip. Can I do end of stream? What up, Forget Gaming? Hey, preach, bro, preach. Keep stream up if you want to lurk for me. Thank you. No cameras? That is stupid. I gotta run a quick ad break on Twitch. I'm sorry, guys. Just a quick 1 minute, and then we'll get started here. Aspect ratio isn't good on TikTok. Oh, hold on. Let me shrink it for you guys. Is that better? Is that better? Too wide? Yes? Okay, well. Guys gotta work with me here. Not really. That's probably the best it's gonna be. Don't use cameras, waste too much power. My problem every time is I use too much power, guys. I gotta conserve power more. Amelia, pretty much. We're on night 4, though. We gotta continue from night 4. Let's do it. 6th night? What? Custom night? Night 2? I was on night 4! No way it reset my game. No, I'm gonna be pissed. No, this is crazy. This is crazy. This game's trash. I was literally on night 4. Well, we'll have to do it. We'll have to do it. We'll have to do it. Oh, God. Gotta shrink TikTok a little bit more, sorry.
Hello? Well, if you're here,
What?
you made it to day 2.
It's time.
I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses.
I'm scared. I hate this game. I hate this game.
Everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark.
Why are there subtitles now? Who messed with my settings? Was it because I was on a different profile? I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god! Ready? Alright, we got this. We got this. Why do you have the door closed for so long? Because he's still there. Look, I press it. Oh. Never mind. Thank you, Amelia. Where's Chica? Not here. We're good. Chica's not here. Foxy's chill. Night 2 is easy. Night 2 is easy. We were on night 4. Night 4 was the only one I was really struggling with. I have to use cameras. You can't find Freddy unless you have cameras, right? And you have to deter Foxy. She's in the kitchen? Is she? Because won't Foxy come at you if you don't look at him? That's what I discovered. The hard way. God. I'm scared, JB. I'm scared. I can't believe our progress reset. I'm so mad. There's no music box. I don't know why people keep saying that. Nothing happens. Why is Freddy looking at me? He's not. Okay. Chill. 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 I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared! I hear them moving. Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I want to be. I'm scared. I keep hearing them move. There's no music box, chat. What are we talking about? Okay, we're good. I think we're safe for a bit. It's FNAF 2. I don't know. Chat, I don't know. Chica. Look at the way Chica's looking at me. She's like, dude, back up. Ah! Fuck. Ah! Are you 11, bro? No, dude, I just don't play horror games. I hate it. They're stupid and they just jump scare by just flashing random stuff on the screen. It's like so stupid. It's not even scary. It's just like if I just did this, oh, ah, you guys would get scared. It's not scary. It's just a shock. It's just something flying at your face. It's called reflexes. That sucks super. Uh-oh. Bonnie's close. Bonnie's close. Okay. Someone's close. It's Bonnie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's happening? What's happening? Bro might be a tad bit cooked? No. I'm fine. Me too, Hallie. It's okay. I'm with you. Chat, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. Come on. Come on. Five Nights at Diddy's. Why did we have to say that? Stop saying use music box. There's no music box. How is Bonnie all the way over there? What? She's teleporting. Yeah, just look at Foxy. But okay, last time I didn't look at Freddy on night 4, he would just spawn in without even... I could never find him in the doorway. He would just spawn. We're chilling. We're chilling, we're chilling. We're chilling. How do I use the music box? What up? I don't know. We got this. Night 2 is light work. I'm not cooked. You guys should have seen the last runs. We barely squeezed out some of those rounds. My power went out at like 5:59 every time, and I barely won. Last stream, it was wild. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me, man. Bang! Okay, let's do it. Next one. Third night. This is easy, this is easy. I'm not gonna put JB in an industrial oven. Listen to the phone, guy. Wasp, you greedy bastard.
Oh, hey, you're doing great.
Thanks.
People don't last this long.
What?
I mean, you know.
I don't know, thank you for the follow.
Things by now.
Most people don't last this long, huh?
That's not what I meant.
Doesn't sound so
Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things are getting real tonight. Hey, listen,
Things are getting real tonight.
If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuck
Jesus.
into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a mental skeleton in.
Nice phone guy, thanks.
Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught.
Thanks for the advice, man.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Why would you ever take this job? Like, yeah, these animatronics might stuff an exoskeleton up your ass, out your mouth, but hey, you're getting paid $10 a day. So, should be fine. Oh. Okay, they're on the move. Keep an eye on Foxy. Chica's in bathroom? I don't know what bathroom is. What is JB's costume? I don't know. Quagmire? Glenn Quagmire? Oh, hey, Chica. Chica's close. Chica's close. She's moving. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Let's hold power. No, it's not crazy. This is good power usage. I'm using way too much? How? I gotta check Foxy. You have to use the cameras for Freddy, right? There's no other way to find him. He doesn't appear in the doors. Does he? I swear he didn't last time. There's Foxy. Listen for his music box? Oh god. Foxy's out. Foxy's out! Oh god. Oh god. Chat, there's no music box. Y'all are trolling me. Me too, am I? I think we're good. Freddy! Freddy! Oh my god. I knew it! You're not slick, Chica, you little bitch. You're not slick! I knew you were there. Okay. Where's Freddy? Where's Freddy? Where's Freddy? I can't click anything. I'm on controller. Thank you, Amelia. Close doors till 6 a.m. I don't have enough power, do I? If it hits 5 a.m., I will. Where the hell's Freddy? Where's Freddy? I'm not gonna die, Wasp. Where's Freddy? Freddy's right there? Where? On the poster. Funny. What up, Ryan? There, bro. Stop. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm scared. What music box? Oh my god, Foxy's coming. Got your ass. It's time for what? There you are. I see him. I think we can chill with right door closed. Sorry, Fredbear. Can't get to me now. Thank you, Flip-Flops. Come on. I think we're fine, right? Yes! Bang! Okay, this is where we got stuck. Night 4. I couldn't get past night 4. This is the problem. Okay, I don't know how to do this. This one got us good. Okay, how do I use the music box? Oh, how do I use it? How do I use the chat? Camera 6 and hold down on controller? Nothing's happening. I pressed X. I'm on PS4. There is no music box, Amelia says. Okay, everyone's saying different things. Is it FNAF 2 or 1? He said, oh no. It's 2? Everyone's saying it's FNAF 2, guys. I did hear the music box, but... I don't know, guys. Y'all are trolling me. Foxy's already out. Oh, we're cooked. Yeah, we're cooked! Oh, God! Music box isn't a thing in FNAF 1. You are gullible fatty. Not sure if you had to add that last part, but thanks, bro. Appreciate the tips. I see Freddy. Shit. I hear Chica tweaking. Night 4. Raffman. Come on. Come on. Sorry, Wasp. It's on cam 1? Guys, you're all saying the music box is on different places. And some are saying it doesn't exist. How do I know who's right? What the hell? What am I doing? I'm pressing square and it's making a noise. Oh my god! Oh, oh my god! Oh my god! That's fun. Nice one. 2 birds with 1 stone. Bang! Chica. Music box. I'm winding it. I'm trying to beat it. Deflated. I lost. I lost. GG. So how do I know when Freddy's coming? He doesn't appear in the doors, does he? I'm playing on PS5. He's gonna get me. Oh my god, I'm out of time. You're supposed to watch him on the cams, it stops him from moving? That's what I thought. I'm dead. I'm dead. He's moving. He's moving. Oh my god. What? What is this? What the hell was that? I think it bugged my game out. He's right there. We're gonna run out of power. God! No! We can make it, we can make it, we can make it, please. Please! We can make it, we can make it. Oh god. Come on. And 1 like, every like and follow is an extra power pixel. I don't know. Thank you, flip-flops. We're so dead. We're so dead. GG. I'm dead. I'm dead. GG. Ah, reset. Reset. Hey, Market! Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Welcome. Just hit our follower goal of 410. Welcome to Twitch chat. How you doing? Thank you, Preg5, for staying. +1 power from Market. Oh my god, GG. Yep, we lost. It's impossible. This game is impossible. Flip-flops, thank you for the follow. We lost, bro. It was 5 a.m. This game's impossible. There's fucking Freddy. Sophie, thank you. He's laughing at me, bro. Thank you, Amelia. Just do it. 6 a.m. It's too late. Bye-bye. She got me. Horror. Dude, I mean... I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, dude... I've done like several 6 a.m. out of power clutch plays, so I think I'm very well. I can definitely tell when it's not gonna happen, you know? Let's run it back. This is the only night I can't beat. I've beaten all the way up till 4 every time. It's tough, man. Oh, it's tough. Let's just sit. Let's wait. Okay, after we look at Foxy. Playing way too risky. Close the... You are playing way too risky. Close the doors for longer. Brother. No. My problem is I'm running out of power. Music box is needed. Can you guys stop trolling? There's no music box. Knock it off. Hold the light for special ending. Twitch chat is trolling me. What is it, Amelia? I'll just honk the nose. Oh my god. Foxy's almost out. When Twitch chat said that, they are smart. They're not. There's Freddy. Oh. Yeah. That helps. It makes me feel better about this whole situation. Oh my god. Ah! Wind it, wind it! Quick! Did we do it? Oh my god. Wow, thank god I went off of it. Did I wind it up? I just sit on it. I mean, I'm pressing every button. Let's just chill. We can't waste power. Foxy can't get us. There is no music box. Everyone's saying different things, guys. I don't know. I truly don't know. Why are you leaving the door closed? His shadow's still there. He's still there. What are you talking about? Freddy's close too. Great. Love to see it. There we go. What is 420? I don't know what that means. Can't wait for power percentage to be 69 and 6.7. Jesus, guys. Am I using too much power again? Fuck. No. No. What up, Skitty? Yeah, it is, bro. I think we're almost at 2K subs on YouTube. Before I even do my 1K sub special. Sub to the YouTube, y'all. Freddy's close. Yep. Okay, so he's gonna come in. I have to close it. I have to close it. Right? Right? Oh. Piss off, Freddy. We got Freddy away. I see you, bud. Oh god. Are we good? How are we doing on power? I feel like not great. Oh my god, we're so dead. Oh, God. Wasp, you are such a troll. Freddy. Oh, my God, they're all here. They're all here. They're all here. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm dead. GG. Oh my god. Oh my god. Freddy, leave! I'm dead. That's not how Freddy works. Nice! That didn't even scare me. Yes, it is how he works. He can't, so you can't wind music box. Guys, there's no music box. Disengage Freddy by booping nose. Like, you guys are just all saying different shit. Doesn't make any sense, bruv. Like, what are we saying? Cam 8. Thanks, Gus. Tip, Bonnie can't attack you if you close the doors before he comes in. I'm gonna just trust Amelia. I swear, bro. The very few females in our Twitch stream are the only ones I can trust. What up, Mexican dude? Duck? Thanks, bro. Don't die. Preach. Oh my god. That was quick. What? What? Where is he? Is he here? Is he here? Where is he? Thanks, Goober! Appreciate you, bro. This is a cook run. Click on the nose. He's here. He's here. I thought I heard him breathing. Foxy, stop! Get off my case! God! What if I just sit and don't do anything for like 5 minutes? Would be good? It's always Freddy. There he is. Freddy always gets me killed. Foxy would get you? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Foxy's almost got me twice now. He is not kidding. If you look to the right, there's a water bottle you can throw at Foxy. Thanks, guys. There, I'm winding it! Like, what are you all talking about? I'm just wasting my power. You guys are trolling. You guys want me to troll. Yes, they are Mexican. They are. You guys are so troll. It's not deterring anybody. I can't hide under the desk. Where's Freddy? Cam 67 music box. J-Mo's in here tell me to whine music box? Oh my god. That's how you know it's bad. Fucking J-Mo. No, shut up. Oh my god, he's right here. GG. GG. GG! We lose. He's here. He's here. GG. Oh! What? This doesn't make any sense. So he doesn't show up at the door. I don't get it. What is going on, man? You didn't wind the music box. Alright, I'm done with y'all. Is there a music box in FNAF 1? No! Baits. Damn baiters. How to deter Freddy. FNAF 1. Okay, so I just used the yeah, I used the... He can't move when I have the monitor up? Wait, what? If there's no music box, why are you dying to the music box? Ben saying that? Minty, you have? I'm on night 4, Yuki. Once he's at the corner and you flip cams up, he will jump scare even if you close the door. You need to close the door before flipping the cam. Alright. Yeah, so he doesn't move if I have the cam up, so maybe I just need to spam Foxy. Spam flick Foxy. Spam flick. Freddy is in the stall if you're on his bathroom. What does that even mean? No spam flick Freddy. What if I just do this? Hey, thanks, Forget Gaming. So does Freddy move if I watch him, or even if I just watch Foxy? Giga power waste? Really? That would work? Freddy is only stopped by looking at him. Foxy is by any use of cameras. That's definitely the wrong way around. It is the opposite. Cap. Freddy ritual, I'm telling you, what if I honk his nose 67 times? Does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're on 20. We're on 20. I think 21, actually. 22, 22, 22, 23, 24, 29, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 40, 40, 40. Remember. Freddy's on the move. Fuck. Freddy's on the move. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Bonnie's close. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. 66! $67! Bang! Now we win. I ruined it? Restart. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just kidding. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Freddy's on the move. GG, I'm dead. I'm dead. Where the hell's Freddy? Huh! He's in the room when the music box plays. I figured it out. Chatters, you all suck and never helped me. That was all me. He's in that room when it's playing. Because it played right before he killed Phone Guy. That song played, which means he's in that room. Yep. Big brain. W streamer. W big brain streamer. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Nice try, Foxy, dumbass. Bonnie, piss off, mate! Where's Freddy? Where's Freddy? I think Freddy's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. Good night, Michael. Freddy's here. He's here! Oh no, Yuki, what? She okay? He's here. Oh! Have you wound music box? Thanks for the follow. No, I haven't. That's a scam. Where's Freddy? Where is he? He's here. He's here. I lost. Look, he's right there. I see him. Wait, we're fine. I found him. Okay. I think we got it. I see him. I think we got this one. I think we got this one. Fuck. Thank you, puppet. Okay, listen for Freddy. If Freddy moves, listen, listen, listen. Well, he moved. Yep, there you are, bud. Bye-bye. Okay, piss off. Piss off, Freddy. Mexican Duck, thank you for the follow. Freddy, leave. Freddy, please leave. Is he gone? Yep. Piss off, mate. It's probably good, Yuki. It wasn't bad. There's no music box, chat. Stop. Come on, baby. Come on! This is the one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Peak fight, super. Peak fight. Facts, hummus. Top 10 power wasters? He's here. He's here. Is he? I'm dead. I lost. I lost. I can't find him. I lost. I lost. I lost. I just threw. Just keep it close. Keep it close, keep it close, keep it close. Come on. Oh my god. This is gonna be a gamble. This is a gamble. Oh no. Oh my god. Please, 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 please. Yes! Bang! Woo! We did it! Oh my god. Okay, how the hell are we gonna beat this one now? Oh, hell nah. Oh god. Spam the cam? Who is that? Wait, they had the Chica like DJ. Like, do you guys hear that? That was kind of fire. Do the 1, 2, 3, 2 method. No idea what that is. So does Foxy not move if I look at Freddy? There's no way, right? Oh, he isn't moving. Is that tech? Foxy's stalled by any cam usage. So you guys weren't kidding. It is tech. Am I doing it right? I'm dead. I'm dead. You liars! Oh my god, you liars. You freaking liars. Oh my god, you liars. Oh my god, you liars. You liars! Freaking liars, dude. I knew it. This really is the fifth night, huh? Use cameras more. Stop capping, y'all. What if I do that? I flick between Freddy and Foxy. There, I hit them both. Me too, Yuki. I hit them both. I'll scroll up, flip, scroll down, flip, scroll up, flip, scroll down. Just like that. See? Tech, tech, tech. Guys, every like and follow gives me a power boost. 5, number 5, moron. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I wanna be. Am I pro now? I feel like I'm a pro now. I feel like I'm teching out. That is the tech. Just right between them. Check light. Check light. Flip. Check light. If Freddy moves, we're cooked, though. If Freddy moves, we're cooked. Foxy's almost out. Foxy's almost out. You are not pro? You're right, I'm hacker. I will watch the Fnaf 2 movie. I thought the first one was really funny. I thought the first Fnaf movie was actually trash, I'm not gonna lie. It was funny. No, Freddy, don't move. Fuck, we lost him. GG. Oh no, we lost him. That's Raps. That's actually Raps. That's actually Raps. Fuck! What up, yo mama? We're on night 5. That's Raps. Ah! That's what I've been doing, hummus. I lost Freddy. He's there. Facts, Amelia. That was amazing. Them putting the Living Tombstone song in the credits was amazing. 50% you're cooked? No, I got this. Why did the prediction end? I didn't cash it out. Oh my god, you guys are liars! I have to look at Foxy too! Fuck. Can we stop making that up? Now they're right next to each other. They didn't cash out anyone, did they? Oh my god, they did. What the hell happened? Why did it cash out? Where the hell's Freddy? There he is. I'm so dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Don't smell like burnt rubber. Come on, baby. Come on! Come on, Jeff! Come on, we got this. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on! We got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Where's Freddy? Where is he? No! Please. Please! Spam nose. Spam nose. Please. Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Bang! $120 for that! Let's go, baby! Ah! Ah! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Come on, baby! Come on, baby! Come on now! Chest bump! Sorry. Look at his legs! Oh, God! Sorry, JB. Oh, God. He's good. Let's go, chat! That's how we frickin' do it, baby. Go! Yo! Jeff with the massive 5 gifted on Twitch! Jeff, thank you, bro! Yo, thank you, Jeff! Dude, we haven't gotten 5 gifted in forever. Jeff, thank you! Oh my god! Guys, massive shout out to Jeff the Dead Troyer in Twitch chat. With the 5 gifted! Bang! Bang, Jeff! Let's go! Super chill, you're in debt, bro. Thank you, Jeff. Who got it? Who got the subs? Who got the subs? Yo Mama, Mexican Duck, Huntless, Miss Risa, AJ Jumps, fire. Fire! Thank you, Jeff. Okay, guys, hey, we beat it. Thank you, D's Nuts, for the TikTok follow, too. Bang! Game is too easy. We beat it first try. Do you ever wonder what it feels? Sorry. That was the dork for Jeff. Bang! Dork while kissing JB, brother. Let's fucking go, guys. We beat Five Nights at Freddy's. I swear JB just moved. Hey! Hey! JB, chill. Jesus. He's getting rowdy. He's pretty quiet today, though. I don't know why. Oh my god. Thank God we beat it, dude. Should I play night 6? Seems like a pretty good time to end stream, I'm not gonna lie. Please go night 6. JB, chill. What is up with you? Do the secret? What's the secret? How do I get Golden Freddy? How do I get Golden Frieza? How do I do it, chat? Spam the cameras? Just all of them? What do you mean? Like, flick the camera up and down a ton, or like rotate between all of them a ton? Oh my god, his leg came off. Oh my god! Oh my god, he lost the screw and everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not the first time this happened. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with that later. JB, you lost a leg. Wasp, thank you for the bits! Thank you! Oh my god, JB lost a leg. Okay, we're gonna have to fix him later. Okay, let's just put his leg over here. Yep, sorry, brother. Whoops. Anyways, what are we doing? I spammed the cameras. Left, right, camera, right. I'm still breathing, Yuki. JB is fine. Guys, his leg is fine. It never broke off. I was lying. Custom night, do 1987. Okay. 1987. This? Actually? What does it do? Is there a big Fnaf secret that happens? Great, man. Nice one, guys. Can I just spam that? Nice. Was that the bite of 87? Is that actually what that is referring to? Dude. Dude, 10, 10, 10, 10? Okay. We could go up to 20. Holy is that even beatable? 7th night? I don't want to do this. What happens? Or do I just do this? I don't want to do this whole run. Okay, you have to look at Foxy too. You guys are such liars. How do we beat the 5th night first try and the 4th night took us, like, forever? Play the Diddy box for the Easter egg. What? Okay, that doesn't work either. Yeah, no, this sucks. What, should we do some mods or whatever? Unlimited power, fast nights. Radar map would be fun to see. Close the cameras and open them repeatedly for a secret. On 6 night or night 5? What's better for that? There's no Diddy box. I don't know if I'm gonna watch a The Bones 5 video. Guys, this might be the end of the Fnaf arc, because on Thursday we're streaming IRL trick-or-treating. I know, Amelia. Maybe we'll finish the lore videos. What is Five Nights at Winston's? Guys, make sure you join the Discord though. Join the Twitch channel. What is this? I have Five Nights at Winston's pulled up. Okay, I'm not gonna play that. Silent Hill? I've never played a Silent Hill. Guys, you guys joining in now from TikTok. Y'all missed, we did a whole month of horror streams, bro. Y'all are coming at the end. You guys should stick around. We're gonna do lots of other fun stuff too. What? Help me. No, Sarai. But join the Discord, guys. Join the Twitch channel if you want. Join my community. We got a great community full of very diverse people. Men, women, other. Old people. Middle-aged people. Elderly people. That all love each other and have fun. What are you gonna do for Christmas? We're gonna play Deltarune Snowgrave Route. I might do a marathon stream with like a bunch of different things. You know. So. It's gonna be crazy, y'all. But yeah, guys, I think this is the end of stream. Sad to say, quick 3-hour banger. Thursday's gonna be wild. Marlon. I got Marlon in chat. Is this the Marlon? But guys, hey, thank you all so much for watching. We beat Five Nights at Freddy's. We watched the lore. It was fire. Thirsty, thirsty Thursday. JB's leg did come off, but let's not talk about that. I'm gonna have to fix him up. But, yes, guys. Oh, we gotta watch the Jared clip. Oh my god, JB is rough. Oh my god. He is not feeling good at all. Oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna end my TikTok stream and my YouTube stream. Thank you, Yuki. I'm gonna look at the art. Wait, let's react, or wait, you don't want me to show stream? Puppet Gamer, thank you. Drop a sub on YouTube, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Hey guys, we will be back on Thursday on Twitch only. If you guys want to watch the IRL trick-or-treating stream, it's only on Twitch. I can't multi-stream on my phone. I have no idea how to do that. I don't think you can. So if you guys want to watch that, join up on Twitch. I'll send a link right now at twitch.tv/papazoo. Oh, shut up. If y'all want to catch that stream on Thursday, the Halloween stream. Okay, JB, are you good? Oh my god. His balance is all thrown off. Dude, he's just falling over. He literally can't stand up straight with one leg. Oh my god, this poor guy. Dude, he is ruined. JB is going through it. Holy shit. Yeah, he's not okay. I'm gonna have to end stream him, help him out. Yeah, I gotta let him sleep. You guys can see he's getting tired. He can't really handle the stream much longer. I'm gonna end TikTok stream. I'm gonna end YouTube stream. We're gonna react to some clips on my Twitch that people want me to react to within our community. So if you guys want to pop over to see that, feel free. Thank you, Yuki. Oh yeah, you want to see my reaction, but not show the stream, right? Yeah, I can do that for you. Okay, I'm gonna react to Yuki's fan art she made of me. But I can't show the stream. Okay, I don't have any mentions. We're so close to 200K, y'all. Holy. How do I check my... Do you send the link? I am Fun Guy. What up, Guyan? Oh, nice. Welcome. Drop a follow on Twitch. Fun Guy. Fun Guy, Fun Guy. Welcome. Thank you. Good night, Wasp Shower. I love you too, bro. Notifications on YouTube. I can't find it. I might have to wait till next time. I literally can't find this. Hey, thank you, Fun Guy, for the massive follow on Twitch. You came from TikTok. Yeah, I remember. Thank you. Hey, you'll be here Thursday? Guys, join our Discord if you want to see what time it'll be at, but it will be at True Sarai. It'll be at, thank you, Sarai. Or Thursday IRL trick-or-treating stream. Totally fire. Only on Twitch, guys. Only on Twitch. Sadly, I have to do it that way. I would do it on every platform if I could. Bye, Amaya. Thank you for following. Thanks for watching. What was I saying? Yes. So Thursday, that's okay. I don't stream Fridays. We'll be back Sunday as well. Thursday, Sunday. We used to do Saturdays, but I kind of can't right now. I think next week we can pick Saturdays back up. Next week, Saturdays will come back. Oh, let's go. Amelia, I got you. It's in my channel bio on the link tree. Can someone send Discord link and TikTok chat and
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But so anyways, what was I saying? The streamed on Thursday, IRL trick-or-treating, will be around 4 p.m., maybe 5 p.m. CST. 4 p.m., 5 p.m. CST. A little earlier than usual start, but yeah, we gotta do it that way. So hey, it's gonna be a disaster, bro. I don't do IRLs much, and I don't want to go knock on random people's doors asking them to trick or treat. It's gonna be, oh my god, it's gonna be something, bro. Did you send it, Yuki? In what, YouTube chat? Hold on. I don't see it. I got nothing. Thank you, Charlie. You're the GOAT, bro. Jeepers Creepers. Thank you, Guyun. Excited to see you back around. Yeah, say we got some cool people in the community. They'll say what's up to you. We got a lot of community events where everyone will get together, play games, watch movies. It's a lot of fun. Okay, but anyways, good night, moron. Have a good one, bro. Rest easy. Take it easy on your ankle, man, all right? Let us know how it goes. But guys, we have to react to a clip from Jared Spelled Wrong. He wanted to tell me something, so let's pull this up. Because I said I was better than him at games. Let me see what he said. And he said that he, this is another streamer we're collabing with on Sunday. He's doing Elden Ring, an Elden Ring one with his feet. Playing the controller with his feet. And I was doing an Elden Ring run that I'm taking a break from. Let's see what he said. No. Okay. 5? Oh my god. He said end clip. Jared, I don't have 5 gifted to just be tossing around, man. Oh, you guys couldn't hear it? Oh shit, my bad. What a sell. I'll replay it.
Alright, I have a proposition. I bet that from the time that my profile is right now in Elden Ring, the one where I'm playing with my feet, I bet you I can beat the game in less hours than it will take you to beat the game normally.
Jared.
5 gifted subs on that bet.
5 gifted.
Subs.
Oh.
End clip. You can clip that and send it to me.
Okay, I don't have 5 gifted. I can just be tossing around,
I'm
right,
sure
Jared?
I can do it.
Okay, so, yes, he is playing with his feet only. I was playing with my hands, and I'm taking a break. Okay, this is the thing, though. Jared, my good man. I can't... Okay, it doesn't count with the playthrough I'm doing right now. That doesn't count. Because I wasn't ready for this challenge. Me too, Amelia. I wasn't ready for the challenge, right? Like, this playthrough I've been doing, I've been, like, messing around a lot. I'm doing, like, a crazy build. I've been exploring a lot. I've BS'd around, like, a lot. I would need to start a fresh run and, like, actually try to, like, go fast. You know? And then I would accept that. If you would agree to that, I think we have a deal. I would have to do a fresh playthrough. Bye, Puppet. My current playthrough can't count, bro. But he does have a massive handicap. Maybe it is fair. JB is like, oh, hell nah. He knows I'm cooked. He just passed out. Oh my god, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Yeah, Amelia, he's not feeling good. Yeah, JB is not doing well. Oh, no. Yeah, Moron's in his chat saying, greatest stream of all time. Okay, Moron. I see where your loyalty lies. I'm just kidding. But I mean, I'd do it, man. I wanted to do a second Elden Ring playthrough with a lightning only build in speedrun. But yeah, I mean, him and I would have to plan this out. I think we should do it in one stream at the same time, like a collab stream. Where we both start the playthrough instantly. And he's playing with his feet, and I'm playing normal. A Goku mod? That's crazy. But we should do that. We should set that up. If he's down to do that, I would do that. But we gotta set it up. But alright, I think that's the only clip we have to really react to today. Scrolling through clips and highlights. Yeah, because I said I was better than him as a joke. As a joke.
What if I told you I'm proximity chat?
Fucking say that again, you son of a bitch.
Okay. Yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for stream. I tried the link to Discord. I would love both to play GeoGuessr with Sec Breach. Yeah, I don't know what Sec Breach is. Wait, did you join? Did it work? You said you tried? Did it let you join? Jeepers Creepers, Lancer, the King of Five Nights at Freddy's left. Aw, that's sad. Did it work? Good night, Joe. Joe, I'll see you soon, maybe. If you're down. But Guy Yun, thank you so much. We got some shoutouts to do. Big shoutouts to Guy Yun for the follow. Mexican Duck. Have You Wound Music Box. Market. Billy Bob. Comic Sans. Mad Doggy. Nova Zombie with the resub. CHDR with the resub. Protein Threat. And last, but certainly not least, Jeff Dead Troyer with the massive 5 gifted, who I still owe a $10 game on Steam. So hit me up on Discord for that, Jeff. But yes, guys, we will be back Thursday, IRL, 5 p.m.-ish, CST. Gabriel, we're ending. I'm so sorry. Shout out to Yuki on YouTube. Thanks for sticking around. And yeah, Yuki, we'll try and watch your clip next time. It won't work. Wait, why can't... This should work, Amelia. Guys, the link... People saying the link... Dude, I've done the link so many times and it keeps glitching. You might have to try it on a different... on a computer or something, you know? Expire after never. Generate a new link. Copy. Paste. Dude, I've made it a million new links. I swear. Nice. Well, anyways, guys, I gotta go, but hey, love y'all. Peace out. Thank you all so much again for watching. You guys, you know, it's slowly but surely, I really do think our community is growing. Tag me again. But it's really nice to see you guys, you know, new people coming in, old people sticking around. You guys give me hope, give me joy for this whole thing. So yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's not cool, no. I'm still not getting it, Yuki. I'm not getting it, but I'll check it out. Thank you, Guyon. Thanks, bro. I'm glad you do, man. I hope to see you again. I hope to see you stick around. Thanks, yo mama. Good to see you again too, bro. Good night, Gust. Good night, Yuki. Good night, Gabriel. Good night, Amelia. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Gabriel, you should check out Twitch sometime, bro. Thanks for popping in, though, either. Oh, wait, some guy. Wait, you've been at Twitch. Oh, yeah. But no, you're a TikTok goat. I appreciate you. Whatever you guys want to watch on, watch on. Charlie, good night to you. Ducks on, good night to you. Hey, we're doing Hollow Knight Silk Song soon. Hi. Thanks, Noah. Good night, y'all. We'll be back Thursday. Oh, Twitch-only stream. It's gonna be something. It might be a disaster. It probably will be. But we're gonna try our best. Peace out, y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Peace, McLean. Boom! Did I scare you guys? Freddy Fazbear jump scare. Y'all thought I was ending, huh? Alright, I'm actually ending though. Bye! Oh, that was good. Come on. Oh, I think we're still live on TikTok. Bye, Amelia. Thank you. I'm still on YouTube as well. Bye, Yuki. Thank you, guys. Drop a sub on YouTube. Peace. Peace. Peace.